You're very open-minded about a lot. I think you haven't had an opportunity to experience a conservative relationship. Hold on. And if and when you do, come back and talk to me. Yeah.
What you don't realize is that you don't listen, man.
I don't have to. You're not my daddy.
Over 14,000 viewers tuned in last night to Queen in the City. Congratulations to Queen Sheba and the crew. 4 elegant women traveled to Austin, Texas to talk about the latest trending topics. There is more to this, right? And it's on my Facebook page. You got to tap into my Facebook page. It's a 5-minute video where I talk about content ideas, where it's talking about what should your podcast subject be on. This is it. You got to check it out. You got to get your podcast started. But before you start your podcast, you need to watch this video. Congratulations once again. Thanks for choosing Shoeshine Media Studios. And I'm here in the editing room, and I'm going back to editing some more stuff. So thank you guys who watched, and thanks to Queen Sheba and the crew for trusting us to produce your media.
Woo-wee! Yes. What a time such as this, like an old Baptist preacher would say, honey. What a time such as this. Listen, congratulations to Queening in the City and to the queens that are a part of the project. Kudos to you. This could not have happened without all of you. So thank you, ladies. I just want to tell you, you did an amazing job. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in last night. And listen, we back with the shits tonight. We are ready to go. You guys had a really, listen. Yes, you are. Kicking it with Courtney was queening in the city. Millichan was queening in the city. The Estet Noir was queening in the city, honey. Listen, we dropped tea, personal tea. People got phone calls from their family this morning. People's family was like, what? Wait a minute. And we love it. We love it. We love what we are doing here in the community of YouTube. Just bringing like some very talented individuals together, from production to content creators to just everyday men and women that are just really just put the BS beside and say, you know what, let's go get this money. Let's see what we can come up with. Let's see if we can make some things shake, because it ain't nothing like magic when Black folks come together. So that's what it's all about. And we really had a good time, and there's so much more to come. But listen, y'all already know what we're here for. Let me set the tone in the room. Because, baby, I'm sorry, Carlos, we're about to eat. We're about to cook. This is a different vibe from Queening in the City. So we got to cook every now and then. You know, we got to give the people what they want over here in the palace. Now, ain't no way in the fucking world we was gonna let Funky.Neva take a shot at the millimeters, and the content creators didn't rally up and come back, baby. You better check yourself before you wreck yourself. Not seriously, y'all. It's all healthy banter, but come on now. Y'all already know how we moving on this side. You have content creators that came out swinging earlier today. We're going to wrap it up tonight in the palace. So kudos and salute to all of you that are just out there doing your damn thing in YouTube. That's what it's about, baby. But we're about to stand on business. But of course, you know, I got to warm y'all up as a crowd. I just got to warm you up so it's appropriate.
I will pray for you, but if you get on my nerve, I will cuss you smooth out. My mouth ain't under control yet. And I can throw these hands. And let me tell you something. If I get my hands on you, I promise you, gonna know you've been in a fight. But I'm trying not to go there because I'm in transition.
Yeah. But I am with the shits tonight. Listen, I don't need to be out here tonight. We don't, Palace, we should be in the bed. Did we not stay up last night, YouTube? Did we not have a good time? But here they come, knocking on heaven's door. So we're going to knock back. Here they, listen, y'all are ready to go. But let me tell you what we're going to do tonight. Because I knew y'all, the block is hot. So I knew, I said, dang, let me see how I'm going to do it. I'm going to make it a priority panel. Then I said, no, everybody is ready. Everybody ready to stand on business. So what we going to do, once we hit that super chat goal, I'm opening up the line for everybody, including you, Divine Femme, everybody. Okay. I'm opening up the floodgates for everybody. You see what I'm saying? Everybody is welcome. But y'all don't be going down a rabbit hole, because some of y'all loves to go down a rabbit hole. So this is what we're gonna do. I wanna walk you back for a second. A few weeks ago, Melody Sheree, the one you know it's Melody. You know Melody. Melody's Fault, that girl. Have you ever seen a commercial? Back in the day, I'm gonna tell my age. When they didn't want the food and they say, give it to Mikey. Give it to Mikey. He'll eat anything. Mikey will eat it. I almost feel like that's what's happening to Melody. If shit goes wrong, just blame it on Melody. Blame it on Melody. It's easy. Nobody will know. Nobody will ever know. So we got Melody and we got Mikey. I'm sorry, Melody. They handed it to you like they used to Mikey. Look up Mikey, the little white boy. They used to sit at the table. And when the people didn't want to eat their food, they try to make Mikey eat it. But Carlos, you're going to have to eat your food tonight. You're going to have to eat your food tonight. But listen, we're going to start off slow. We're going to start off slow because I got to give you just a tiny bit of background. A couple of weeks ago on Melody Sheree's TikTok, she said something that stood out with a lot of bloggers on YouTube. And I may be getting it wrong, but I want to refresh your memories. She said she was very intentional and she called out the toxic leadership within the OWN network. She didn't name any names, but she's a very intelligent woman. I have a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion she said what she said. And I think she was talking about Carlos. She called out the toxic leadership and she gave very good wisdom around being careful about biting the hand that feeds you and coming and cannibalizing your own caste. Who does that? Who does that? What producer in the name of reality television have you seen cannibalize his or her own cast? I'll wait. Now, I've seen producers thank you for your services. I've seen producers not offer you a renewed opportunity, but what producer in the name of reality television have you seen cannibalize their cast members openly? And when they can't, they hand the torch and the ball to somebody else to do it. Now, she did say, if the shoe fits, wear it. And she dropped the mic. Carlos King. Carlos, what are you doing? What are you doing? And the reason why I say that, Carlos Reginald King, because Reginald, let me tell you what you're doing, Reggie. I'm not going to let you do this to yourself, Reginald, because what's going to happen is Melody is giving you the best that I got. That's the best you got. And if you're not careful, women that are going to rise to that level of stardom are going to be very hesitant to work with you because they've seen, heard, and observed how you cannibalize your female cast members. Now, I want to talk a little bit about who Reginald is, because I think that's important to give Carlos his props and give him his credit for being an executive producer. Can we just take just a few minutes, real quick, just to kind of walk through his background and review who he is? So he's a Libra. He's a proud Libra. And Carlos has been in the television, the media game for over 15 years. He's an executive producer. He's the CEO of a television production company, Kingdom Reign Entertainment. And it produces shows such as Bell Collective, Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we've seen those on the OWN network, right? Hollywood Divas, The Next 15, which were seen on TV. Well, The Next 15 was seen on TV One. Selling it in the ATL. I'm going to pause on that one. Selling it in the ATL. Was that you, Carlos? Or was that a co-collaboration? Because I know the Houston show. Y'all help me. What was the Houston show? That just, the Houston show here with the real estate. I know Angela pitched that. But I also know Angela did not receive public recognition for that. But that's okay. For some reason, that fell into Carlos's portfolio. Okay. Carlos has also executive produced 4 seasons of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. That's season 6, 7, 8, and 9, as well as franchise spinoffs. Don't Be Tardy for the Wedding, which Kandi played a huge part in ensuring his success as a not experienced producer. He was an assistant producer at that time, but Kandi took a stand and she went up against a really big network, you know, as a Black woman, to say, I want this Black man to have this role, and I'm not going to do it if we're not going to allow him to lead the production. Very honorable Black women. Man, y'all bad to the bone. When we want to get some shit done, we're really good at reaching back and bringing people with us. So I just want to give you a little bit of background about that franchise, that Kandi played a huge part in that. Kandi's Wedding. I'm sorry. Kandi's Wedding, I Dream of Nene, The Wedding, all seen on Bravo. And additional work in his portfolio includes his contributions as a producer on seasons 1 and 2 of The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Really? Right? So the first season of the Real Housewives of New Jersey got off to a great start until season 2. And that's where Carlos introduced, I'm going to just say the evil sister-in-law. And that family has never been the same. Teresa Giudice and her brother and her sister-in-law. But those were Carlos's season. He also co-executive produced Love and Hip Hop Atlanta on VH1 and worked as a producer on season 25 with Oprah behind the scenes. Okay. So Carlos has a huge body of work, a huge breadth of work. I said that to say, ain't no fucking way the millimeters are that powerful to take anything from you. Quit playing with us. Quit playing in our faces.
Ever diagnosed with any type of like mental illness or any type of diagnosis, any type of learning disability, anything like that?
I have a crazy problem.
Carlos, what's wrong with you? I don't like how you showing up in the marketplace. And you're starting to become more and more like a YouTuber. No offense to us YouTubers. You are an executive producer. What are you doing? With that breadth of work, ain't no fucking way some YouTube people, us common folk on YouTube, can come in and destroy this great portfolio. These industry connections, all of this capability that you have, these skill set, all of this wonderful work that you've produced, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Now here's where I'm going with this. Carlos, you starting to look real bad out here in these streets. Real bad out here in these streets. And I don't like it. And the only reason why I'm stepping in is I'm going to throw you a lifeline. I'm trying to throw you a lifeline. Now, I know the word on the street, and we're gonna review all that, is that the millimeters destroyed. And because of the millimeters, one woman destroyed the greatest opportunity that Dr. Heavenly and Carlos had of Messy Mondays. Now listen, the bloggers that don't like Melody have already said she ain't that powerful. She's not talented. Tasha K even said if it wasn't for the side chick, Melody wouldn't be where she is. Martell will tell you that. He said he took her off her job. So I refuse to believe that little old Melody, untalented Melody, If it had not been for a side chick, if it had not been for Carlos King, if it had not been for Martell, that Melody wouldn't be where she is. Because in one breath, you can't knock her. And then the other, try to place responsibility on her for tearing down your talk show. The math ain't mathing. You remember y'all said she's not talented. Y'all say she can't sing. She's a copycat. A woman like that don't have that kind of pull and power and influence. So I'm not going to let you do that to yourself, Carlos. But what I am going to do is I'm going to help you out. I'm going to tell you what I think is going on. All right. So here's what I think is going on. We've reviewed who Carlos King is. But I want to play some stuff that maybe Funky Dineva forgot, Heavenly forgot, Carlos forgot, because I see where y'all going with this. And I have a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion you trying to set that girl up. For what is the question? What you doing? Are contract negotiations coming? Are they near? Because why do you continue to have a spotlight on your leading lady and blame her and try to utilize her as a storyline? Now, I don't like what you're trying to do with the Scotts, because Marceau himself said that the millimeters were not responsible. Roll the tape. That's on your show, Carlos. You're the CEO of Kingdom Reign Production. Marceau Scott said the millimeters were not responsible for Black closing down. Roll the tapes. Okay? He said that it was because of a lot of things that were going on with the city. I know on social media, he hinted that he got into it with the church folks. The church folks called the city on him. Okay? Taxes, just a little bit of this, fines, fees that they were not able to, I guess, situate and or resolve in time. And as a result, there were repercussions, but it had nothing to do with the fan base. Nobody's that powerful. He told you that. And I don't like how you're trying to muddy up what the cast is trying to clean up. And it seems like you're trying to reel the Scots back in to focus on your target, which is Melody Sheree. I don't think it's fair to Marceau, who has already cleaned that up on the show this past season. Okay? Here's another thing. Funky Dineva came out and said, I don't know if I'm supposed to be telling this or not. And I hope I don't get in trouble for saying it, but I'm going to say it. Funky, you probably should not have said it. And here's why I say that. I want to play what Funky said, and then I want to walk through something else that completely contradicts that. Can y'all give me 1 second? Here we go. Let me know when you can see my screen. And then we'll get started. If you can see my screen. All right, I think we are ready to go. Here we go. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Okay, let's download it. Let me know if y'all can see it. Open. Can y'all see this? Share this tab instead. Here we go. I hope it works.
I don't know if I'm supposed to share this or not. I hope that I don't get in trouble by sharing it, but I'm going to share it anyway. Dr. Heavenly stopped doing the Monday review thing with Carlos King because all the Melody fans kept calling her office. That was why she stopped doing it. The same way Melody fans got Marceau and Tisha's business shut down temporarily, calling around and affecting people's stuff. And to Heavenly's point, she's like, this is my medical license, baby. All the internet stuff can go to hell. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I'm cool. I'm a doctor before I'm any of this. Y'all can have it. Y'all doing too much. Oh, she said Dr. Heavenly said it herself. Okay, so I'm not revealing nothing I wasn't supposed to reveal. Y'all doing too much. What you calling that lady office for? Calling CPS for? Calling the county on the people for? Y'all doing way too much, some of y'all.
Now, Funky, That's a bold-faced lie. And you probably should not have shared it until y'all really sat down and ironed out the kinks. Here's why I say that. You probably should not have said that, because that's not true. That's a bold-faced lie. And I'm going to tell you why I say that.
So I'm taking off. I'm taking time. I think I'm going to rebrand myself because I don't want to be a reality TV blogger. I don't want that. I mean, we've been doing it. I've been very successful doing it. And I think that I can see through the BS and I can pull it out and no. But that ain't what I want to do. So I'm going to stop doing that. And I'm going to change the pace. And I know it takes longer to build an audience of people that with some substance. But that's what I want to do. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm telling y'all, I'm rebranding my stuff. I'm done with the whole fucking thing because I cherish people's marriages. I cherish families. Now, I might give you some damn good advice that you don't want to hear that's going to help you in the long run. And if you look at my damn advice, you're going to be like, damn, Heavenly was right. She saw through all this. I really do feel like I have a great power of discernment, which most women do. When I tell you something, it's because you need to hear it. And I know you don't want to, but anyway, my whole thing is, my point is, I don't want to tell nobody marriage. When we start doing that and we start hearing about, families, even broken families, having problems about some shit, I exit. I exit the building. Y'all ain't gonna put that on me. You know what I'm saying? Love and Marriage Huntsville. I don't want to review that no more because I don't want no problem with people saying I don't know what's going on. I don't have all the information. I'm just trying to joke, and it's these people realize that I don't know these people. I don't need to get 20 more haters on my book. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. So thank you, God, for all the opportunities. But absolutely, I want to help people. And I want them to know the power of God and what he can do for you. I want them to know.
Oh, that's why you stay in the child's place when it comes to grown folks' business. That's why you have to stay in a child's place, honey, when it comes to grown folks' business. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm just saying, that's a studio audience that we got to put on the laugh because you look like a damn fool. Now, what y'all not finna do is utilize that lady as a scapegoat in whatever problems and or issues that Dr. Heavenly and Carlos King have going on. But I'm finna break it down, baby. I'm finna break it down for y'all. So this is going to be very complicated, but I need you to follow me closely, and then I'm going to open up the line. First things first, that's a bold-faced fucking lie. Dr. Heavenly just said, in her own words, she does not want to work with Carlos King anymore. But she didn't say it, but she said it. I don't want to cover reality television. Who's the king of reality? Carlos. I like marriage. I value family. I cherish family, insinuating that Carlos doesn't. I don't want to be tearing these people's marriage up. And as a matter of fact, I don't really even know what's going on. I don't even have all of the details, meaning this nigga got me out here looking like a goddamn fool, giving me one side of the story and bringing these people in front of me, and I'm being ambushed and bamboozled. Oh, no, I don't want to do it anymore. I want no parts of it. I understand it's going to be a sacrifice for me and my money, but I'd rather start from the bottom than continue where I am. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? What Dr. Heavenly has decided to do absolutely has nothing to do with Melody Sheree, Love and Marriage Huntsville, or the fans. It has everything to do with her chemistry and or lack thereof with Carlos King. Now, let me get into the thick of it all. Now here's where it gets complicated. I'm going to break it down. I already talked about who Carlos King is, because when you've had that amount of experience, you're not a rookie in the game. You cannot slide the responsibility to the new hire. The new hire in this case are the millimeters. They're not on your level, sir. Why would you blame an entry-level employee for a mistake that a CEO has made? You are cannibalizing your cast. You are attacking your star, the one that puts food in your pocket and them shoes in your closet. And Carlos, here's the thing. I'm just doing content. But we're going to get down to the nitty gritty of it all, because I can't stand when people lie. I'd rather you stand on business and come out, Dr. Heavenly, and tell your friend, shit, I ain't fucking with him like that. I don't want to do it. I'm tired of working with Carlos. Then try to blame it on anybody else. But I understand. Melody's an easy target, and so are the mellometers. Nobody would ever think otherwise. Now, here's the thing. I want to talk about the social circles of reality television. There's a social circle that's going on right now. I could not pull the tape, but I'm going to give you a visual. You have Funky Dineva, you have Heavenly, you have Quad. Those are the core three. That's the core circle. They went out to eat the other day. You probably can pull the tape on YouTube and see them. It was Funky, Heavenly, and Quad. Of the three, Carlos is the outsider, a friend to the circle, but not in the inner circle. And everybody knows it except him. Let me tell you something about these Atlanta streets. They talk. So let me run it again. You got Heavenly, you got Funky Dineva, you have Quad, Thick as Thieves. Then you have Carlos, who's familiar with all of them, who has his own relationship with all of them. But those three are going to stick together. Carlos is the outsider, but still a friend, but not as close as that group. And as you can see here in the video, well, not the video. If you go on YouTube, if you check out the video, I couldn't pull it up because I was going to show it. There's a video this week where they were all at dinner. Now, let me tell you something about going to dinner. How many of you break bread with everybody? How many of you break bread with everybody? When you go to dinner, the first thing you say, who all going? Who all there? Because you ain't fooling with nobody that you don't fool with. Dinner is very intimate because that's your time. That's your dime. Right? Now, we've seen Carlos frolic the streets with Nene one-on-one, but when it comes to that circle, So you saw those three at dinner. Follow me. The dinner is important because that's where the tea was shared regarding why Heavenly and Carlos's partnership, the talk show, the Messy Monday, failed. You see what I'm saying? See, that's why Carlos wasn't at that dinner. Because that's what girl, what happened? Let me finish. Remember that dinner. That dinner is where the tea was spilled. Now, Quad, Heavenly, and Funky Dineva know the real reason that Heavenly is not continuing on with Carlos, but ain't nobody gonna say it out loud. This is where it gets complicated because you have to preserve two relationships, two social dynamics on opposite sides of the fence. It's almost like Big Brother. I am an alliance with this side, and then we have an alliance over here, right? But the real reason I ain't fucking with him is what she said. We not cut from the same cloth. I don't believe in tearing up people's homes. I value marriage. I'm not here for that. I've built a good reputation for myself. I don't need nobody hating me because I tore up somebody's family. Okay? Now, I believe in a sense Dr. Heavenly is on some get back type of shit because Carlos had her out here looking like a damn fool behind him. And she's thinking, hell no, you got these people all at me, mad at me, and you the one that's feeding me half truths. Nah, we ain't doing this no more. I'm gonna finish my obligation, but I'm done. I'm done. But you can't end it like that in these circles. You can't keep it real like that in these circles because you got to close doors quietly. But ain't nobody gonna say that because you don't want to piss anyone off in the industry, just in case. See, Heavenly is caught between a rock and a hard space. A rock and a hard place. And let me tell you, there's a level of fakeness that's going on. Some doors you got to close quietly just in case you have to come back that way again. Just in case. Now, the mellometers became collateral damage. It's okay. It's all right. They became collateral damage. The mellometers are the excuse I'm going to use today, but it's really not the truth. But it's an excuse for Heavenly to end her partnership with Carlos. Carlos devoured Heavenly. Let's talk about it. He used her. He ate her ass up just like he does any other black woman that he comes into partnership with. He used her, ate her up, had her working like a production assistant. You forgot she was on Married to Medicine, as a matter of fact. The way she was showing up on Messy Mondays is as if she was a production assistant. She didn't have no power. The leadership was not on her. He checked her left and right when she stepped out of line. That's more like a production assistant. That's not like a leading lady of Married to Medicine, a star in your own right, an intellectual, independent woman, a dentist, a doctor. No, he ate your ass up. He had her telling all the tea about her cast. So much so that Bravo was like, oh, hell no. Hell no. And then once he got her on bad terms with her network, just like she said, he tears up families. I ain't here to do that to them people. I value family. I value relationships. But once he got you to tear your shit up with other women and tear your shit up with your network, then and only then, all there was left to cover for you, Heavenly, because you did what Melody is preaching against. You started biting the fucking hand that fed you when you started hanging out with Carlos King. So then, once Carlos got you in bad relationships, situationships with your cast, Andy Cohen, all there was left on the table, like the platform on Netflix, right? All there was left to eat was Love and Marriage Huntsville, with the focus on Melody Sheree. Carlos's nemesis, the thorn in his side, his kryptonite. And he used Heavenly to promote his show. He used Heavenly to attack his target. And he kept his hands clean. And he remained intact as Reginald, the nice executive with over 15 years of experience. He outsmarted you. You was playing checkers. He was playing chess. You thought it was a genuine friendship, and it wasn't. He told you on his birthday post that I'm a Libra. His words, not mine. And Libras don't give a fuck. His words, not mine. Carlos is a one-man gang, and you fell for the okie doke. And now you're trying to clean it up by sending your friend and utilizing his platform to drive a narrative to kind of mesh over your relationship with Carlos so that you don't slam doors. Carlos is a one-man gang. And besides, what made you think that you would have any type of longevity with a show that was stolen from two intelligent, beautiful Black women? The shit didn't belong to neither one of you to start with. Let's start there. Messy Mondays was a concept that was pitched to him from two beautiful Black women. I'll wait. What made you think that you would get your fair share from carrying and or stealing somebody else's torch? Ain't no damn millimeter called your damn job. Funky Dineva, stop. Ain't no damn millimeter called her job. And if so, prove it. Prove it. Because when you interview with Bondi Blue, go back, baby, fact check me. Pull the damn tapes. Heavenly and Bondi Blue had about an hour interview. I could be wrong. Go all the way back when Martell came out with that Tasha K interview. Shit hit the fan on YouTube. Go back and pull the tapes. On with you and Bondi Blue, you said that you're the one that answers the phone. So if people are calling your job, who are they reporting you to? You? You said you answer the phone. Hold on. Pull the tapes. Go back and listen. Show the proof where somebody called you and said, I'm calling on the behalf of Melody Sheree. But I know who did call your job. Martell did. You said that on Bondi Blue's channel. You said Martell called your workplace, running you down, him and Arion, for a fucking interview. Ain't no damn millimeters called your job, because you just said you left because you don't want to cover reality TV with the king of reality. Girl, quit playing with us. Now, I ain't got nothing against Dr. Heavenly. Y'all, this is content. Okay? Hello? Is this Dr. Heavenly? Yeah, I'm a millimeter. Girl, stop playing with us. Now look, that's who bothered you at work. Martell did. Don't get riled up, y'all. Don't get riled up. She's looking for an excuse to pay Carlos dust. It's complicated. Have you ever been in a complicated relationship? You don't want to slam the door because you still got some of your shit at their house. You still have a business that you need to split. You don't want them to tear your shit up. It's complicated. So we're going to show her a little bit of grace. Married to Madison is about to start. You got bigger and better things to do now. You ain't got time for the likes of a Carlos King, but you can't say that. Carlos, you fucked up when you came to YouTube. You ain't got the same pool you used to. I think you do well as a YouTuber, but I think, I don't know. I don't know, Carlos. Married to Madison is about to start up. And she got better things to do. You said you didn't like where the show was going. You said you had no interest in covering reality television. And just say it. You've outgrown Carlos, okay? Now, here's what I think. Melody, watch your back. Watch your back. Because they will use you. Have you ever had people, two friends, that don't like each other? They're frenemies. But their disdain for you is a little bit greater than their disdain for each other. So instead of calling each other out, they'd rather attack you. But really, you're not the problem. The problem is they're the problem with each other. But you're the easy scapegoat, and that's what you are. Melody, I feel like he's gearing up to backdoor you. And if he gets enough folks to say that you're the problem, he may be able to create a strong business case to save his job. Contracts should be up soon. Negotiations here in Q4. So now he's in recruit mode yet again as an executive producer. And even hinted, watch this. Because I don't know what the hell going on. Y'all may have to help me out with this one. Carlos even hinted on his own show. Now, he did not say her name, but baby, you do the math. It's a process of elimination. You hinted, Carlos King, and you challenged the bloggers to cover it. So I'm going to cover it. You said, I bet y'all won't cover this. I will. Sit down. Y'all ready? Because you challenged us to cover it. So I'm going to say it. Carlos King hinted about a week ago that he ran into Shanita Foster at the gospel concert and that she apologized to him. He did not say her name, process of elimination, who's the only person that he had a problem with on the show that was at a gospel concert. I'll wait. As a matter of fact, let me go to commercial because I'm not going to sit here and play with y'all. I am not about to play with y'all. Listen, hold on. He said cover it. Baby, don't invite me to a good time. Hold on. Wait a minute.
Listen at me and listen at me clearly. If you don't want me coming for you, then just stop fucking coming for me, okay?
He sure did. Now, he said that this person walked in and said, I'm sorry. And said the millimeters were to blame for the strife that was caused between him, her, and Heavenly. And it caused an unnecessary divide, and that she felt like she owed him a full apology, to which he even got really detailed. And the level of detail that he provided made it very easy for an intelligent person to figure out. I think he put her out there on purpose. That's why I said, I'm not sure what's going on behind the scenes, but let's get into it. He even said that her friends told her, if you're going to apologize to him in private, then you owe him a full apology in public. And her friends challenged her to publicly apologize to you. Now, he said, I don't want to put her name out because I'm going to leave it up to her. But baby, you do the math. Now, the only person that's closely connected with Melody that was at a gospel concert, to my knowledge, is Shanita. And not because let me tell you why. I be in these YouTube streets. I be hearing about the strife and the chaos. And True T did a video detailing, and there was so much detail in her video. I remember something about a customer complaining and missed a session because of a concert. Now, I don't know the details of that. I don't know if that's factual or not. But listen, there's little things you do not forget. And then I heard Carlos say before True T about a gospel concert. And I'm like, wait a minute. Hold on. So you ran into somebody at a gospel concert that owed you an apology and said they were sorry, but it was the millimeters that's causing all this mess. Okay, process of elimination. Shit, let's go through social media. Who was at the gospel concert in Atlanta? Who posted about it? Now, hold on. I'm curious to really know how that conversation went because Carlos said, cover it, bloggers. I'm not going to out her. I'm going to see how she handles this, so I'm covering it. I want to know how that conversation went because it sounds like to me there's a public agenda and then there's a private agenda. And that will be a fucking shame. That would be crazy to me. Because Carlos is saying one thing and ain't nobody said he lying. So I want to know what the hell is going on. Because he publicly said it and he challenged bloggers to cover it. He threw us something. Did y'all not catch that? See. Listen. I see you, Gen X. Did y'all? So now I'm like, oh, they really trying to put the blame on this girl. So what we doing? We blaming Melody for what? So just in case the show collapses, you're going to blame the millimeters? What's really happening that we're not aware of, Carlos? That you were gung-ho about blaming the millimeters. We know they had nothing to do with Black closing. We know that for a fact. Marceau said that. We know they had nothing to do with your talk show failing on Mondays. Dr. Heavenly no longer wanted to work with you. She said that. For those of you that just joined, let me play it again. And then I'm going to open up the lines. It's a lie. It's all a lie.
So I'm taking off. I'm taking time. I think I'm going to rebrand myself because I don't want to be a reality TV blogger. I don't want that. I mean, we've been doing it. I've been very successful doing it. And I think that I can see through the BS and I can pull it out and no. But that ain't what I want to do. So I'm going to stop doing that. And I'm going to change the pace. And I know it takes longer to build an audience of people that with some substance. But that's what I want to do. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm telling y'all, I'm rebranding my stuff. I'm done with the whole fucking thing because I cherish people's marriages. I cherish families. Now, I might give you some damn good advice that you don't want to hear that's going to help you in the long run. And if you look at my damn advice, you're going to be like, damn, Heavenly was right. She saw through all this. I really do feel like I have a great power of discernment, which most women do. When I tell you something, it's because you need to hear it. And I know you don't want to, but anyway, my whole thing is, my point is, I don't want to tell nobody marriage. When we start doing that and we start hearing about, families, even broken families, having problems about some shit, I exit. I exit the building. Y'all ain't gonna put that on me. You know what I'm saying? Love and marriage hunts for you. I don't want to review that no more because I don't want no problem with people saying I don't know what's going on. I don't have all the information. I'm just trying to joke. And it's these people realize that I don't know these people. I don't need to get 20 more haters on my book. You know what I'm saying? I don't need it. So thank you, God, for all the opportunities. But absolutely, I want to help people. And I want them to know the power of God and what he can do for you. I want them to know.
Oh, she said, you're not going to put that on me. When we start, she didn't say I. She said, when we start tearing up people's families, tearing up people's marriages, I want out. You not going to put that on me. So Funky Dineva, I'm going to need you to recant, bro. Come on now. Funky Dineva. I'm going to pause. Now, here's what I'm willing to do, Carlos. Here's what I'm willing to do. Because I think this deserves a deeper conversation. We're confused. We are really confused. Nobody knows what the hell is going on at this point. Now, Reginald, aka Carlos, we need to talk. Now, here's what I'm willing to do. I'm willing to do a sit down, a one-on-one, and I promise you I'll be fair. I'm willing to put all of my biases aside because this ain't making sense that a man of your caliber would move this way. We need to know, are you okay? Call me when you're ready. I give you permission to call me through Instagram. He doesn't know me. I don't know him. Inbox me, email me. But I would love to do a one-on-one. And here's what I think we should aim for: mutual understanding. And here's what I'm willing to do, because I believe there should be reciprocity. I don't want you to come to the table for nothing. And I don't want to come to the table for nothing. This has to be on the behalf of the people. So if you and I decide that a sit down would be productive, sufficient, effective, and powerful, here's what I'm willing to do. If you're able to convey your qualms and substantiate why you have moved the way you've moved, I'll promote raindrop merchandise for a week on all of my social media. If you're not able to convey and connect with the people, which is your primary audience, and I sure hate that you tend to isolate them as millimeters, because it's the audience of Love and Marriage Huntsville, the people that keep food in your mouth. But if you're able to win over the audience and make it make sense. No, if you're not able to, then you're going to have to promote 7th Avenue Beauty an entire week on all of your social media. That's light work for both of us, considering the fact. But what I think that's light work. That's light work. Listen, y'all, that's light work. Come on now. That's small to a giant. Carlos, it's hard for me to watch you throw yourself down the drain as an executive, skilled producer with over 15 years of experience. No, we're not going to let you do this to yourself. We're not. Yeah, let me open up these things. Listen, this is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. Funky Dineva, you know you standing in the gap for your girl. And I don't blame you, but you're not finna lie. You're not finna lie and put that shit on Melody. Heavenly is done with Carlos. Y'all, they were fighting while she was on her way out the door. They were not getting along the last few weeks. He checked her. He didn't allow her to have her independent thoughts. And when Marquez was on there, it just got nastier and nastier and nastier. It seems like Carlos wanted, I don't know, it's like this season, this entire season, it seems like the entire season, the focus was on the millimeters. And now here we are again. Y'all just ended the season. Why are we still talking about people that watch the show? Why are you not more focused on your cast? Y'all start revealing tension to us on your own talk show on Mondays against each other. It was horrible. We saw it. Heavenly said, I'm not in the business of destroying families. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. I am not in the business of destroying families. Carlos, I think the joke is on you. The streets of Atlanta is talking, boo. Let me ask y'all something. Have you ever been fired from a job? What gave you clues that they was about to let your ass go? What gave you a clue that them people was about to let you go? Away from your ass. You be like, you want to go to lunch? Oh, no, I brought my own lunch. Here's your coffee. Oh, I don't need a coffee today. I'm fasting. They They start putting on them fucking headphones. They start icing you out. They're icing you out, Carlos. It ain't got nothing to do with the millimeters. What has happened is I think people who have been very successful in a YouTube space see you coming a mile away. Now, here's what I think. I think Funky and Heavenly really feel some kind of way about you trying to ride their YouTube wave and their coattail while you build your career, your YouTube career off their necks and then tear down their reputation. It ain't happening. Now, she'll use Melody as an excuse, but Heavenly is slowly backing away from your ass like they do in corporate America. She wants no parts. Because she's now, somebody has kind of pulled a coattail and said, what the fuck are you doing? Girl, you know Andy don't fuck with Carlos. Shit, don't you lose your house. Don't you lose your audience behind his bullshit. Come on up out of there. Everybody can see it but you. Let me get to the bag. And then Kelly, you're up next. Give me 1 second, y'all. The joke is on you, Carlos, but they're utilizing the millimeters and Melody as a scapegoat, and that's not cool, and that's why we're talking about it tonight. That's not cool. Say it with your chest. Y'all are very experienced YouTubers. Both of you. Show up. Stand on business.
Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me, comes to me. Money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Money comes to me. Money.
Yes, money comes to me, flowing effortlessly. Listen, in my opinion, Lies and More Lies, what a 5-piece and a pepper says Heavenly didn't like that they did live reviews from Heavenly didn't like they did live reviews from Married to Medicine, but did pre-recorded ones for LA for Love and Marriage Huntsville. She did not like that and said Marquez got a bad edit too. All right. Kendra Armstrong, member for 22 months, says, Queen, you are breaking it down and speaking facts. Thank you, Kendra. Fit Diva 1979 with a 25 piece says, standing on business like we always do over here, honey. Jackie Wilson Rudy coming through with a 20 piece and a pepper, baby. Actually, 2 peppers. We like it. That's the way. I like it. And welcome new member G Marie 84 and Deidre Douglas. We see y'all. Welcome to the palace. Listen, what you got, Kelly? What are your thoughts?
Hello. Okay, so my thoughts are basically I pretty much agree with what you're saying. I feel like Heavily is using the millimeters as a scapegoat. I know that she and Funky, especially since he's moved back to Atlanta, have gotten even closer and they're spending more time together. So they're probably, conversating and kind of coming up with a game plan. I have been a fan of Funky probably since he started on YouTube, and I do not like that he is spreading just to me a flat out lie. And I also feel some type of way about the fact that he started off reviewing the show, and then I won't say it was millimeters, maybe just Love and Marriage Huntsville fans were in the comments saying Carlos is asking you to do this. It's clear, and he denied it, but he also never stayed consistent with it, which to me just shows that it possibly was him doing a favor to Carlos to review the show. And then kind of once he had got a little pushback, he decided to move away from that. So those are basically my thoughts. I hate that he came out and even got himself mixed into Love and Marriage Huntsville because he usually steers clear. And yeah, I'm glad Heavenly is stepping away. I wish she would be honest about why she's stepping away, and definitely anti Carlos King. And that's it.
I love where you're going with this. Heavenly is no saint. Never have been. Before Love and Marriage Huntsville even popped up on the scene. What did Garcelle tell Erica? I don't have to ruin your reputation. I'll leave that up to you. Girl, the millimeters ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on with your reputation. Heavenly has been nasty. Now, I do believe that Heavenly is in a space as an older woman looking back, like Garth Brooks said, and she's looking back at the time that she's wasted. And I think I'm going to believe her when she said, I'm leaving because I'm going to rebrand myself. I don't want to do that no more. It ain't got shit to do with the millimeters. That's the first thing. The second thing is, I like what you said when you talked about them doing favors for Carlos. See, if you sit down and you talk enough, one thing we talk about is social relationships. They call it sociology and psychology. If you talk enough, you'll discover we have some commonalities. One commonality that I can point out that they all have is they've done favors for him. But what have you done for me lately? Dun, 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 dun. They've been on his podcast to help him. Heavenly partner with him to help him. Quad has helped him. What has he done for them lately? And if you give people enough time to start comparing notes to realize they've been bamboozled, used, finesse, they want nothing else to do with you. What are your thoughts on that, Kelly?
Yeah, I could see that as well, and I definitely I can agree. I think that as more time goes on, just people's true colors come out, and I don't know. I don't see Carlos as somebody, although he tries to portray himself as like the girl's girl or like just like a solid friend. I don't really see that in his relationships. They seem very surfaced, very industry, and so I could see maybe Heavenly and Funky kind of comparing notes, and even Quad, and kind of saying he's cool, but only to a certain degree, and let's kind of keep our distance from him. So, yeah, I could definitely see that as well.
Well, thank you for coming up. We appreciate your thoughts and thank you for just sharing what you think and your observations.
No problem. Thanks for having me up. Have a good night.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Shirley, we're about to bring you up. Let's drop Kelly down. Give me 1 second, Shirley. And then From Health to Health is up next. We're going to let Kelly step down. Welcome, Shirley. How are you tonight?
Hey, Queen. My queen, my
Hey.
queen, my queen.
Girl, what are your
You
thoughts?
hit it on the nose. That live was everything. I think you said a mouthful, but I have one question. If the millimeters are calling Heavenly job, I thought Heavenly worked for herself. Don't she own her own dentistry?
She does.
So who they reporting her to? I'm lost.
Herself, because she answered the phone. She said that on Bondi Blue Channel. Ain't nobody calling her damn job. Shirley, you muted yourself while you talking, girl. Hit that microphone so you can unmute yourself. There you go.
I did. Oh, but that's it. I just want to say, hey, that was the best live. You said that. You did that.
Yeah.
Now tell him come on up here and promote that 7th Avenue for a week. Come on.
Thank you for coming up.
Good
I
night.
appreciate it.
Good
Ain't nobody
night,
calling the
sweetheart.
damn dentist's office. Don't they say it's only, and I ain't shitting on her.
Really?
Heavenly, you
That's
out there
her
and nothing
office.
captured. Huh?
That's her office. So who they gonna report her to?
Nobody.
Bye,
Nobody,
Queen. Bye, bye.
baby. Nobody.
All right, Queen. I love you. Keep doing what you're doing because you're doing the damn thing. All right.
Thank you.
Good
I
night.
appreciate you. All right. Have a good night.
All right.
Listen, let me tell you what's happening. Funky Dineva is providing air cover. Have you ever gone to war? Have you ever watched a war? You send the foot soldiers, the soldiers, they're on the ground. But the more skilled ones, they're gonna cover you in the air, helicopter, the Navy. He's providing air cover for Heavenly because she done got her damn self caught up with Carlos King. So what he's having to do, you know how you pull out a wounded soldier? Oh, wait a minute. He's providing ear cover for his friend because they real friends in real life. Listen, that's what he's doing. So whatever. If we got to put it on the fucking millimeters and melody shit, they don't know her. And they really ain't got that kind of connection to Carlos. So if he want to tear up his shit, let him tear it. If he say, put it on her, girl, that ain't our show. We don't care. That's his show. And he's so silly, Carlos, you can't even realize that you shooting yourself in the foot. Talkative, what are your thoughts?
Hello, I'm sorry, I was on mute. Hi everybody in the chat and you, Queen. I agree with your commentary, but I also think Funky is trying to throw Carlos a bone too. Mel already said that Carlos don't sign her checks, so she don't work for Kingdom Reign. She works for OWN now. So I think Carlos sees her as competition, and he's doing all this maneuvering behind the scene. He's trying to ruin her reputation with them, because he said something to that effect when he interviewed Mariah. You know, he was trying to he asked Mariah how they got her off her show, and then he was listening, and he said, "Oh, I'm going through something similar, and I told the person that them white men ain't gonna take care of you. They're not gonna." So I think it's a little bit of what you said and a little bit of him trying to ruin her reputation, because he don't want her production company to replace his, because he done really jacked that show up, and all his shows are suffering. So I think Funky is playing both sides. He's pulling Heavenly out, but he's also throwing Carlos a bone. Just blame it on the millimeters.
I think he's throwing Heavenly a bone. Heavenly is his friend. He's not throwing Carlos, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. But he's always windmilling for Carlos. Always.
That's why I told y'all to go back and watch the video that just came out this week where he, Quad, and Heavenly were at dinner.
Oh, yeah. Right. You did say that.
To pull it all together. That's where the conversation really happened. Like, bitch, what's going on with you and Carlos? You know how them come, bitch, sister, what's going on with you and bitch? I'm not fucking with Carlos. Okay, so what we gonna do? How you gonna say it? I already said it. Okay, you can't say it that way though. Okay, what can I say? Just say, shit, say the millimeters.
Yeah, that's true. I believe that. And as far as millimeters.
Therefore, you keep that door open. Y'all know how the game go. Quit playing.
And as far as Chinita, he knew that she was heading out to Africa right after that concert. So he figured he'll throw her under the bus, and by the time she get back, because she out there building an orphanage and doing some other stuff, by the time she get back, everybody gonna think, you know, that the conversation went the way he said it went.
No, he said that weeks ago.
But she was headed out to Africa right after that.
No, she was not. I don't know. Y'all may have to help me, because I be standing too strong.
I was on her IG, and she was preparing or gearing up, or so her head wasn't in that little conversation with Carlos, is what I'm trying to say.
How you know that though?
Because I follow her on IG, and I know.
No, how you know that he said it publicly. This person apologized to me.
Right.
And they said that it's the millimeters that we're trying to ruin. So what are you saying? Are you saying that
I don't think lying? She worded it like that. I really don't.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Yeah, I think she probably said the fans were DMing her saying he was dragging her. And
who are the fans?
Well, that's what happened. So I don't. She didn't say to Carlos the millimeters, because her and Melanie are real friends, and Melanie just said, you know, she just congratulated her and told her how proud she is. I don't think she would word it like that.
I don't know if she did or not. That's why I said I need to know, because he put it out there like that. He said this person apologized, so much so that her friends challenged her to go public with it. You embarrassed him publicly, apologize to him publicly.
Yeah, so but that's what he say.
Huh?
That's what he say. We don't know that. Just like
ain't nobody debunked it.
Just like the situation with the refund, it didn't come out till this week that her normal price for that course is $2,500, and that she only charged $50 to people she felt
that's not her normal price. She said, hold on.
She just did an IG post.
No, that's not what she said. She said she was charging $50 because she wanted to help.
Right.
But her mentor told her, don't you charge $50, because $50 people will give you $50 problems. You should at least be charging $2,500. And she said, bet from here on out, the price is the price, $2,500. She didn't say nothing about no normal price.
Oh, I thought I saw a regular post on her IG that said that's normally what she charges. But she does give people that she tries to help give them the same course for $50.
Okay.
That was my understanding of it.
Okay.
So things can get, misconstrued in the conversation is what I'm saying. So Juan Carlos may have had a conversation. I don't believe nothing Carlos said because he's a big liar. He lies on Melanie and the millimeters all the time. So why wouldn't he lie on Shanita? Knowing she got her head preparing to go off and do her thing in Africa. So
I don't know. All I know is he said that he was at the gospel concert. That's a fact.
Right.
And
she
he
was
ran to somebody else from the show at the fact. And that he got an apology. That's a fact. And the fan base was blamed, i.e. the millimeters, for driving a wedge. That's a fact.
That's what he said.
Okay.
He said the whole different thing about the situation with him and Candy. You can't believe, if you go back and listen to all the things that Carlos say about what he do, he's a liar.
Then Shanita needs to check him.
Yeah. But right now she can't, because where's she at? She over in Africa doing something.
He said this weeks ago.
I know that, but that was during the time she was preparing for her trip, and she was gathering stuff to take with her. She was doing all kind of stuff. Well, who's going to worry about what Carlos is saying on YouTube? She didn't even know that the people had to get in her DMs to tell her that Carlos was dragging her. Is what I'm saying. When you running your businesses, you ain't worrying about what somebody on YouTube is saying unless somebody tell you. Carlos is a liar. I don't believe nothing he say. He's a liar. And if you go back and look at all the stuff he's been involved in, he lied about everything. He said he didn't steal that stuff from that Messy Mondays. He said he didn't try to steal Candy's life story. He said he didn't steal selling in Atlanta from Sheree. He's a liar. He's a liar. He denied everything. Do you know he's the one that gave Portia the props that she used that caused that physical fight between Portia and Kenya on that stage? He gave Kenya those props, that wand that she kept sticking in her face, and that bullhorn, and that caused that physical confrontation between them. He's always been a messy ass liar. Always. And it's just coming back to him now. That's all.
Let me see what Simone got to say. Simone.
Okay.
Hold on. So go ahead, Simone. What you think about all of this? Because it's a lot.
She's spot on. She pretty much said everything I was going to say. She's spot on. Carlos is a liar down to his bone marrow. There is nothing I will believe from him unless someone of credible status backs it up. He is a liar. Everything she just said is spot on. He has lied about everything, and it always comes out. The truth always comes out. This whole situation a few weeks ago at this concert, it was recorded. It's going to come out in the next few weeks. It was recorded. It was multiple people who were there who witnessed this. And it's the exact opposite of what he said.
Yeah, he's a liar.
He's a liar. So any narrative that starts with Carlos said is bullshit. In my opinion. Nothing he says I will believe or stand on. Nothing he says. And I do see your point on the whole dinner that they had a few weeks ago, Quad and Heavenly and all him. But that manosphere, those deviants over there, they stick together.
Yes, they do.
Carlos and Funky are friends first. They will throw Heavenly, Quad, and any other black woman under the bus in a heartbeat, period.
Agreed.
So I think he might be playing in Heavenly's face, maybe riding the fence for now, but his heart and his soul is with the snake. Period.
She said Cat Williams.
His heart and soul is with the snake. But I get your point on, some of the narratives around, him possibly helping Heavenly, because I do see your point. Definitely, she put herself in a position messing around with
Mhm.
the snake. I agree with that 100%. But I also think he's doing it also in some other plays about to drop to help the snake. But there is no narrative anyone can sell me that starts with what Carlos said. What Carlos says is bull crap. 99.99% of the time, he is manufacturing something. He'll take a bit of the truth and turn that crap around and make it look totally different. But this whole situation with the gospel play, it's about to come out in the next few weeks. Watch what I'm saying.
Listen, that's what I'm saying.
It was
That's what
recorded.
I'm saying. Somebody lying.
Yeah,
Something to come
Carlos.
out.
That's what
But
Heavenly
listen,
discovered about him, that he was a liar because he had her on that platform dragging those people, and then she found out that the things that he was feeding her was not true.
well, let's see
That's
this.
what
Hold on, because
yeah.
there's somebody else that want to get in this conversation. The Divine Femme. Hold on. Divine Femme. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. Divine
Hi, good
Femme,
evening.
welcome.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I saw in your chat someone said I thought she was not returning. I didn't plan on it, but I felt like you gave me a personal invitation, and based on the conversation, I'm happy to talk with you.
Okay, tell me what your thoughts are. Funky Dineva came out, said
Mm-hmm.
Dr. Heavenly said that she's leaving. She no longer wants to do Messy Mondays with Carlos King because of the millimeters. And he gave a slew of reasons.
He gave a slew of reasons, or he just said that it was because of the millimeters calling Dr. Heavenly's
He
office.
gave
Was
a
it
slew of
something
reasons.
else?
He said they called CPS, they called on Black, they called her off, a slew of reasons.
No, he said that Dr. Heavenly quit Messy Mondays because they were calling his job. The CPS
Okay, let me
story
play
was
it.
about Cardi B.
Let me play it.
The
Hold
CPS
on.
story is about Cardi B, and the Scott story was another example of millimeter behavior.
So I'm taking off from
Oops,
Dr.
wrong.
Heavenly.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I may have hit something wrong. Hold on. Give me 1 second. To me, he gave a slew of reasons. He didn't just give one reason. I
And the
could be
Scott
mistaken.
story was another
Huh?
example of millimeter behavior. So I'm taking
Oh,
off.
okay. Wait a minute. Advocate for injustice. So listen, y'all, when y'all come up, turn everything off in the background. So we don't have to waste time on stage to ask you to do it and da 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 da. Always be ready to go. Always be ready to go. Give me 1 second. So let's roll the tape. Let's roll the tape real quick. Give me 1 second. But when y'all come up, you got to have everything off, ready to go, because we're gonna bring you on stage pretty quickly over here. Okay, give me 1 second. I got to take all this down. Let me represent. Here we go. Bear with me. Somebody still got something playing in the background. You got to have it off. Otherwise, we can hear it. It's going to create an echo. It's going to ruin your moment of talking.
I
You
don't
got to
have
have it off.
I don't have anything in the background.
Okay, perfect.
I paused everything.
Okay, perfect. Here we go.
Okay, hi Queen, how you
Oh,
doing?
no. Wait.
Oh.
Hold on, mama. Hold on. We hold on. Here we go. All right, showing folder. I can be wrong now. Everybody mute up for 1 second. Give me 1 second. Here we go.
I don't know if I'm supposed to share this or not. I hope that I don't get in trouble by sharing it, but I'm going to share it anyway. Dr. Heavenly stopped doing Married to Medicine, the Monday review thing with Carlos King because all the Melody fans kept calling her office. That was why she stopped doing it. The same way Melody fans got Marceau and Tisha's business shut down temporarily, calling around and affecting people's stuff. And to Heavenly's point, she's like, this is my medical license, baby. All the internet stuff can go to hell. Y'all can have it. Y'all can have it. I'm cool. I'm a doctor before I'm any of this. Y'all can have it. Y'all doing too much. Oh, she said Dr. Heavenly said it herself. Okay, so I'm not revealing nothing I wasn't supposed to reveal. Y'all doing too much. What you calling that lady office for? calling CPS for, calling the county on the people for. Y'all doing way too much, some of y'all.
Okay, I stand corrected. He gave 2 reasons. He gave 2 reasons why Dr. Heavenly and why he provided evidence that Dr. Heavenly is leaving. Divine Femme, what would you like to add to the conversation?
Well, I still maintain that the reason that he said Dr. Heavenly quit is because they were calling her job and she doesn't want her business to be impacted by it. The Scott's thing was another example of what he perceives as millimeters going too far, but that had nothing to do with Dr. Heavenly's decision. She didn't quit Carlos's Muncie Mondays because of what happened to the Scotts. That's not what he was saying. But I just want to clarify that. Yeah.
Now,
But
go
mhm.
ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So I think that you made some interesting points tonight. I honestly was not thinking about Carlos in this story. I personally don't think Carlos set this up necessarily. I think that it's a deflection from the topic. But that doesn't mean that your points aren't possibly valid, right? Because I did witness some static between Carlos and Heavenly in some of the later episodes. But I think that we have to remember that 2 things can be true. I think that what Funky Daniva said is something that Dr. Heavenly told him. I've been watching him for a long time. From my perspective, he doesn't have a reputation for being a compulsive liar. I'm
Okay.
not saying he's never told a lie in his life, but I'm just saying he doesn't have a reputation for making up stories. From a blogger perspective, he does have credibility with gossip from my perspective and my experience with
Okay.
him. I don't think that that was the main reason necessarily based on what you shared tonight. You did open up my
You don't
perspective
think
to other
what hold on.
possibilities.
You don't think what was the main reason? Just so
I
I
don't
want to make sure we're following you.
I don't know if the millimeters calling, I don't believe that the millimeters calling Dr. Heavenly's office is the sole reason that she would quit Messy Mondays. That's
Gotcha.
not enough. I don't think that's enough to make her miss out on the popularity she was getting. Her following was growing. It was fun. Whatever all the pros are, I don't think that's big enough of a con for her to make that decision. But I do believe that it's part of the reason because she's talked about her fear or her not wanting to deal with the millimeters. She spoke very tentatively about Melody. She censored herself at times when she wanted to throw shade at Melody. She would always start it off by saying stuff like, I like Melody, I love Melody. I mean, millimeter channels used to make videos. I've seen shorts and stuff of them talking about how she's fake and she don't really like Mel and it's obvious, but she's beating around the bush. So there's a lot of context clues there that shows that Dr. Heavenly doesn't want the smoke from the millimeters, which I understand as a businesswoman, you don't want to deal with a bunch of social media static,
Let me
and
ask
stuff
you
like
this
that.
real quick.
hmm
Do you feel like Dr. Heavenly is in a right mental capacity? And let me tell you why I ask you that. You know how sometimes you can have a person that leaves like this fortune to their heirs or their friends or family, and people say no, they were not in their right mind. Do you believe she's in her right mind?
I'm not a Dr. Heavenly fan, but I wouldn't say she's not in her right mind. I wouldn't go
Okay.
that far.
And the
Yeah,
reason
I
why I
haven't
ask
seen it.
you
hmm
this, do you feel like there's any mental illness?
I think
Not
there's
based off of being
some.
a clinical profession, just your opinion. Do you feel like if she said, I don't like mashed potatoes, you can trust that she don't like mashed potatoes?
I don't think she has mental illness, but I think she has a lot of emotional trauma that manifests in her personality in the way that she deals with people. I wouldn't say mental illness, maybe personality disorder to some degree. I think she's got some abandonment issues,
Okay.
um, from her childhood and upbringing. I think she's got some self-esteem issues, but I don't think it's mental illness. No.
If I were to ask you, hey, do you like ice cream? And you say, no, I don't. I don't want it. And your
Mhm.
friend says, yes, you do. Who should I go with? You or your friend?
You should go with me, what I said.
Okay.
So
And
I'm
the
taking
reason why
off. I'm taking time. I think I'm going to rebrand myself because I don't want to be a reality TV blogger. I don't want that. I mean, we've been doing it. I've been very successful doing it. And I think that I can see through the BS and I can pull it out and no. But that ain't what I want to do. So I'm going to stop doing that. And I'm going to change the pace. And I know it takes longer to build an audience of people that with some substance. But that's what I want to do. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm telling y'all, I'm rebranding my stuff. I'm done with the whole fucking thing because I cherish people's marriages. I cherish families. Now, I might give you some damn good advice that you don't want to hear that's going to help you in the long run. And if you look at my damn advice, you're going to be like, damn, Heavenly was right. She saw through all this. I really do feel like I have a great power of discernment, which most women do.
So thank you for doing that. I think this is why you should let me drive my point home before you.
My question to you, just like the
mhm.
ice cream,
Yeah.
should we take her for face value when she said
Yes,
why she's doing
absolutely.
the show? And it had nothing to do with the millimeters. Can we all agree? I mean, outside of what we feel, what point we're trying to drive, I believe when somebody says that I don't like it, I don't like it. Okay. The point is, I don't care how good it's been to me and how I can make the potatoes or the ice cream taste for you. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Can we
Mhm.
pause to agree? Should we? That's why I ask you, do you think she has a mental illness? Do you think she's in the right capacity to make a decision for herself? If I that
Right.
and then if I used you, can you take her for face value as a woman and as a medical doctor to say, I'm leaving it because I don't like where it's going? Not in those words, but I'm just paraphrasing. Is that good enough or is that not good enough?
As I stated when I first started talking, I think you've made very good points. And I agree with a lot of what you said. I do believe everything that Dr. Heavenly just said in that live. I think that a lot of that is the reason that she left Messy Mondays. I also believe that more than one thing can be true. I said that I don't think the millimeters calling her office is the only reason why she quit Messy Mondays, but it doesn't mean that they didn't call her office. And it doesn't mean that it didn't play a role in her leaving Messy Mondays.
But
And
if we pause before Funky Dineva showed up this week, Dr. Heavenly went a month and a half ago and said, I'm quitting because I don't want to do this. Can we put a period there? Or do
no,
we
because
have to?
no,
Why?
you can't. Because at the end of that, you didn't play the whole thing. She
I
also
played it
said that I
twice.
don't,
I played it
right,
twice
but
today.
okay, but did she also said in her speech just now that she doesn't want 20 additional haters? She said that.
But she
And if
didn't
we
say, she said, I don't want it. That's a perceived outcome. Let me stop before I get additional haters. That means haters existed.
no, that's not
Before.
no,
No,
that
no,
you're
no, no,
adding
no.
to that.
I don't want
That's
20
not what it
more.
means.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's not necessarily what that means. That's
To you.
you're using that perception to drive home your argument.
No, I'm not using
But this is
perception.
but
I'm
what I'm
using her words. Her word.
well,
That's why I
here's the
said,
thing.
go
If
ahead.
you will allow me to drive my one point home, because I
Go
really
ahead.
only have one point. I am not discounting what you're saying, Queen Sheba. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not saying that anything you said about her and Carlos is wrong. I'm not saying that she is protecting the real reason or hiding the real reason. What I'm saying is that more than one thing can be true. And if we're going to be honest and use context clues and look at the history of things that have happened in real life because of the millimeters, whether it's somebody going to someone's warehouse, going to someone's property, making phone calls about their business, leaving fake reviews online.
Okay, can you give
Today,
us
there was a
examples?
content creator
Can you
that
give
talked
us
about getting a
examples of
message about
bloggers?
somebody wanting to sexually assault them.
Let's
Like,
pause.
that's
Let's
Okay, I'm
pause.
losing
Let's
brain
pause.
cells
Hold on.
with
Hold
this
on.
lady.
Everybody wait. Everybody wait. Give us an example of bloggers that have done that. Call them out.
okay, Black Titanic went to
Okay. Black Titanic.
Stormy's
Who else? Who
warehouse.
else? Let's run them down. Black Titanic. Who else?
She's pro Mel. She's on panels still today
Okay.
on Millimeter channels.
Black
Anthony
Titanic.
Lop Anthony
Who?
Lofties was a
Is
Melody
he a
fan when
millimeter? Is he a millimeter?
he was a Melody fan when
No,
he
he
went
was
to
not.
Destiny's.
He's made it very clear.
He was obsessed with her. Melody said it herself.
Oh,
He
no,
was
no, 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 no.
obsessed.
Has Anthony ever called himself a millimeter?
He was a male fan. You don't want to play semantics. You're very intelligent.
No.
Let's not play
We
semantics.
talking facts. I don't like
A
putting stuff
millimeter
on.
is a
I
melody
don't like
fan.
putting
He was
stuff on. Hold on. I don't like putting stuff on people that they have not said. Whether I like you or not, I'm not gonna let nobody lie on you. Has Anthony Lofty's ever professed to being a millimeter?
He has professed to being a melody fan, and that is
A
what
millimeter.
Funky Dineva said. Funky Dineva didn't say millimeter. He said melody Sheree fans,
Okay, leave
and
Funky Dineva
he
out of it. We went through Black
that's the
Titanic.
story. That's the thing.
Has
Like
Anthony
I don't.
Lofty's ever publicly proclaimed to be a millimeter?
He is a Melody Sharif fan, and that is the topic. I'm not going to play semantics, Queen
No,
Sheba.
we don't.
I
We
am going to
talking
have
facts,
an
sweetheart. Have you
intellectually
ever
honest
heard
You're
that
not
conversation
man?
with
answering
you.
Queen's
Hold on.
questions. You are
Have you ever
debugging
heard him
and
publicly
deflecting.
I don't
ask?
follow
Yeah,
him. I am not a member of his channel. I don't follow him. I've
then that's not right
probably
for you to
watched
say
2 of
that.
his videos, but I
Then
know
you
that he
can't
was
say
a
that.
fan, and Melody accused him of being obsessed
We're
with
not
her.
going to overtalk the queen. Not in the
I am
panel.
going to, ma'am, you're not going to tell me what to do. You're not my auntie. I don't
Oh,
do
she
auntie
got to
things.
go. It's
Oh,
Excuse
we're
me,
not going
ma'am.
to
Excuse me,
overtalk the
ma'am.
queen.
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me,
Yes.
you all. Excuse me, you all. This is Toot Latrice Ahmad. I'm just asking for someone to please just calm down and pause for a moment. Miss Divine Femme, you are being very passive aggressive and you are coming off a little disrespectful by not allowing your questions to be answered by the queen, although you want to dominate the questions and answers, and you're also taking digs at her intellectual ability,
Can't
which I
take digs
think
at my
is
intellectual
disrespectful.
ability. She
I
can't.
just
She
want to,
can't
Okay.
do that
I
because
understand, but I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
because
Queen.
that's
I
not
just
what
want to
was
say this
happening.
quickly. I just want to say this quickly, Miss Divine. Black Titanic has said herself that she's a raindrop. You can go listen to her on her
oh,
video.
okay.
I'm just gonna say that she said she was a raindrop. She was not a millimeter. Also, Anthony Lofties, who went into someone's home, who has never professed to be a millimeter. As a matter of fact, he just posted a nude photo saying that it's possibly Melody's body. Now we're gonna also go around to others who went and shot. And let me just say this one thing. Dr. Heavenly said herself that she was getting calls to her job prior to doing Messy Mondays. And that is a fact. And you can go back and listen to Messy Mondays, and she said it right there.
Yeah, I heard that.
We're not even going to talk about the fact that there are people right now who are anti-male who are researching and doing private investigations into mellometer content creators, and one, Anthony Lofties, have just posted their home. Also, if you are unaware, he has also doxed Queen Sheba. And you are on here trying to play mind to mind games and be smart when you're not even trying to listen. That's all
I
we
am
want you to do is
listening.
listen. You can't listen when you're talking. Real
None of what
talk.
you're
You
saying
can't
is
listen.
relevant, though.
I
None
I
of what
just gave you all the relevance, everything. And see, that's your problem. You got a smart ass mouth.
I
That's
don't.
your
I
problem. You
really
got a
don't.
smart ass mouth
I'm
and you think you're
unemotional.
very intelligent.
Wait, Sue,
But
calm
however, this
down.
is why we do not
Calm down.
disrespect. This is why we do
Hold
not
on.
respect you, because you do this on every single
Hold on.
platform.
I really
Hold on.
don't. I'm actually very respectful.
Yes, you do.
Hold
No,
on.
you're not. You just
Okay.
told this
I'm
woman you're
sorry.
Hold on.
smart. You should know
Hold
what I'm
on.
saying.
Wait, Sue,
Everybody,
calm down.
hold on.
No, there is a thing
Hold on.
called intellectual
Everybody
dishonesty.
take a second.
And
Take a second. Hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna come to you. Give me
okay.
one second. Everybody
Okay.
just take a second. Just take a second. Because this I want this to go somewhere. Thank you, Toot. Toot is my moderator. So thank you, Toot, for coming up.
And normally she's very calm. I don't know what happens.
And
Okay.
Queen Sheba,
Now,
I honestly only came up here to talk to you. I
well,
don't think this is going to be productive. It's too many personalities, and
it's
a
okay.
lot of
They're
the
on all
stuff that they're
panels.
sharing, a lot of the
I
It's
stuff that they're sharing
cannot.
is true, but it's irrelevant. I mean,
No,
no.
what's
It's
relevant
relevant.
is this
I
though.
cannot
it's
help
really
Relevant.
you.
not. It's
You're
Hold
really
being
on.
not.
very
Let me tell you why it's relevant.
condescending, and it's coming across very, very calloused and rude. And
she's
I think that's the
disrespectful
point
to
that
the
she was getting at.
panelists.
You're coming off very condescending, and I don't know if you're doing it on purpose or if this is just something that's subconscious, but you're coming off as condescending. And I don't usually come up here and tell people things like this, but I'm just letting you know that's how it's coming off.
I only came up to talk to Queen Sheba because she
Let me
does
tell you
have the
how
capacity
it works
to stay
around here,
unemotional.
Divine. Let me
Mm-hmm.
tell you. I know you came up here to talk with me, but we're a community here. So we don't
Right.
isolate anybody. We try to be inclusive. We are inclusive. We ain't nothing trying about it. We are inclusive. So that's where you got to be open-minded. We're not telling nobody to be quiet unless the queen is talking. That's the only person that gets to direct who they talk to. That's me.
Okay, that's great. But what I'm saying is,
Hold
I
on.
came up because you
The
mentioned
other
my
thing that
name.
I need to clear up, because we don't
Mm-hmm.
deal with slander. Anthony's not my favorite. I don't like Anthony, but I'm not going to let nobody call him a millimeter because he's never professed to be one. So I think we got to clear that up.
We don't, because I said
No, we
Melody
have
fan.
to. Have you heard him say it? If you haven't
No,
heard
I
him
have
say
not.
it, and it's an assumption,
It's
hearsay, it's
I have
gossip.
not. I have
Okay.
not, but that is
Thank you.
semantics. And we're talking about her
No, we're
fans. We're
not
not
playing
talking about
semantics.
the
We're
term
playing,
millimeter.
we cover it. Just like I'm not going to let nobody come up and say something you didn't say. I'm not going to let you put nut on nobody that don't belong
That's
to them.
fine. As
Okay.
long as we can acknowledge that it's deflecting from the facts that he was a
No, it's
Melody
not
fan
deflecting.
when
You
he
brought
did
it
those
up. I
things.
asked you to give examples. You dropped Black Titanic to clear that up. You drop Anthony. I'm asking you, have you ever heard him claim it, or is it just hearsay? See, that's what we take emotion. It ain't semantics.
I have heard him and Melody state that he was a Melody fan. In fact, Melody complained that he was too much of a fan to the degree that he was obsessed. Those are her words, not mine.
But I think you're conflating two different things. You're conflating being a fan and being a millimeter together. That's what I think
Well,
that
then
you're
let's
doing.
not use the term millimeter. Let's go with
So
Melody
you're
fan,
actually
like
using
No,
Funky
what
terms
I've
Dineva
heard
did.
him say is I'm
anyone
Team
is.
Show.
Yes, after he and Melody fell out. But for a very long time, he was a Melody fan. And why are we trying to rewrite history and pretend that Melody didn't say that herself? She gave examples and read
Okay,
text messages of him stalking her almost, being obsessed,
we ain't
wanting
talking about that. Now you're deflecting because that's not what we talking
I'm
about
not.
tonight.
I'm validating my argument with examples. That's not
Okay.
deflecting.
Queen, can we get the white man?
Yeah, we can. I can leave. It was great talking with you, Queen Sheba. I'm sorry I couldn't make my point. It's not a big deal. You know,
I
I
don't
came
want
up
you to,
because you
see, that's
invited
the
me.
point. I don't want you to make points. I want you to dialogue.
Mhm.
Oh no, I want to make points. You
I
made a
know.
lot of
And
great
therein lies the
points.
problem. You want to
Wow.
make a point
You're
so
right.
bad.
If you guys don't
It's
want people
ridiculous.
to, if you guys don't want people to come up and make points, then yes, this is
No,
It's
then
you
not
you.
asked
about just
everybody
making
I
to
a
don't
be
want to
point
talk
though.
in
quiet,
circles.
It's about listening.
I'm
Divine.
sorry. Excuse me.
Hold on,
I
y'all.
have one question for her. I do. I have one
Hold on. Give
question.
me 1 second. Give me 1
Okay.
second.
Before you leave Divine, I would like to ask you just one
Okay,
question.
hold on. Because here's the thing. Divine, you're asking everybody to be quiet. You said you come with prerequisites and requirements to come up here. You said, I don't want to talk to nobody else. I want to talk to you. And then you said,
Because it's
and then
not
you presented.
productive.
Okay, but you don't get to decide that. I do.
No, I do. I can just leave, right? I
Okay.
can leave. I
Okay.
You
mean,
shouldn't have come. If
like I
that's
Hold
the
said,
on.
case,
Let's
you
give
shouldn't
her
have
thought the
come.
space.
purpose
So we want to give
was
you space to make that decision.
okay. Right. I will. That's fine. I mean, I
Divine,
don't.
Divine Fem, before
No,
you leave,
y'all, give her
I
space to make that
okay.
decision. Stop.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
We're
so
not
what is
proving
her
points.
decision?
We're not
Right.
proving
Right.
points.
If
Give her.
if the goal is not for you to hear someone who disagrees
I'm
with you
giving
and
you
allow them to
space.
drive home their
I make the
point.
calls on who talks and who don't. And I want to give you space to make the decision of a dialogue with everybody. Because nobody gets to call who gets to talk but me. Can't nobody tell nobody else to be quiet
That's
on
okay.
my
That's
panel.
fine. I will
Okay.
stay on here as long as I can drive
Okay.
my point home without being interrupted by four different
Hold
people
on.
wanting to
Hold
ask
on. Hold
questions.
on.
Ma'am,
But
this is
also
not your platform.
Okay, then
hold
I'll
on.
leave. You ladies have a wonderful night.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Bye
All right.
bye.
All right. Thank you. No, it's
I
okay, y'all.
apologize,
Get
Queen.
Yeah.
no. Get uncomfortable with being uncomfortable. It's all right.
Queen
We
Sheba,
not
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to overcharge. I truly wanted to ask her a simple question. And my simple question to her is
pause.
every
Now
time you come to a
she's trying to prove
platform,
a point. Just pause. Because now we get into the point. She said, I want to prove a point. And when everybody's trying to prove a point, ain't nobody hearing. The point is, you don't come on my panel telling my panelists, you can't talk to me except Queen Sheba. So I wanted to give her the space to drop or stay because everybody gets to talk up here. You got to give people the space to make a decision so that they don't feel bullied. Because this is a safe space, but don't nobody call the shots but me. Because otherwise you enter into a realm of where she is trying to prove a point. Ain't nobody trying to prove a point up here. We all get to talk up here. That's why I told you on a pause. Give her some space to decide what she want to do. Sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. Go ahead, Candy.
No, you're right.
No, you're absolutely right, Queen Sheba. You are absolutely right. Because I was going to try to come in this tone and truly ask her a question. What is the point of proving a point? You're not going to change the masses in this palace. So I truly want to know, why do you come night after night? Do y'all realize she's been coming here for months and she's kind of gotten like, what is the point of all of that? If you do not like Melody, you are entitled to your opinion. If you do not like the fact that we have played on her name and came up with mellow meters, and I am a proud mellow meter. And I'm sorry, I don't do all those different antics, but I understand that's going to be a part of the fan base if it's there or if it's not there. But at the end of the day, who gave you this purpose that you must come on one of the biggest platforms of her fan base to try to talk on her name? Why antagonize us in that manner? Go to more platforms that agree with you. And I've heard her say, well, that's not fun. So is this a game of sport to you, or are you truly going somewhere? Because that's not the only topic on Queen Sheba Darling's platform. There's some really good ladies that are bumping into each other in this virtual setting and like-mindedness, and we're strengthening each other. Why do you not come over here to strengthen us? You hit us with logic. What about your heart? What about the care for your fellow next door neighbor? Take Melody out of it. Why do you feel that you must drive a point? That was the only question I had for her. I don't care about Messy Mondays. I don't care, because it's bigger than that. At the end of the day, we all know that Dr. Heavenly, bless her heart, I'm sorry, she's gotten into it with several reality stars and had several reality star fan base not particularly find her appealing on her own show that she is a part of, her own cast. But tomato, but I've noticed if it had Melody's name attached to it, spearhead across. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, that's why I just wanted to ask her, what is your point?
We have to resist the urge for trying to clean people up. Let them get dirty. Let them trample in the mud. Lights, camera, action. Let them put themselves on display. Quit trying to save everybody. This is a public platform. Let them do it. So when they grow out of it, they go back and look and see how foolish they sounded, how hurt they were, how traumatized they were. Stop interrupting karma and learning lessons for people. Let them fuck it up. Don't stop them. Don't try to persuade them. Let her do it. That's all I'm saying. But as women, we're nurturers. We want to save them. No, don't. Let her. She ain't insulting me. It don't make me feel bad. But what we not going to do is accuse anybody of doing anything over here. That's all I'm saying, y'all. Sometimes you got to let them dance. I'm not saying you're wrong, Candy, but you were trying to appeal to a person that's not in the mind space to be appealed to. I'm not calling Divine Femme right or wrong. She ain't in that mind space. Y'all already know what time it is. So let's get down. You were trying to recite poetry to her when she has her sword drawn. Let's fight. You got to know when it's time to go. She ain't up here to recite poetry and exchange pleasantries. Know what time it is when certain people come up here and hand their ass to them. We ain't being ladies tonight. We getting down in the fucking
Okay.
trenches. If you coming on this motherfucker to fight, you gonna get it.
You should have let us know that, Queen.
Yes, ma'am. No,
I was
what she's saying to me, I needed to hear that because I did try to take a different approach, Queen Sheba, but you're right.
You
She just wants
did.
to come up here.
money.
I did, y'all, but like Queen Sheba is schooling me. I'm sorry. Let her come up there and act a fool. Because 10 years from now, when you rehear yourself, you're going to sound really on the wrong side of wrong, on the wrong side of just straight up wrong in the
Hold
grand
on.
scheme of things.
I was
Give me
just
1
trying to
second.
say,
She's comfortable in that.
forgot what we were
Hold
talking
on.
to be
about.
Hold
patient.
on.
You don't gotta make no moves. You ain't playing checkers, you playing chess. It take years for some moves to be made. God will show you. If you want to know, just pray. Get close to him. God, show me. We have to be patient.
Look, I'm a fighter. I'm a skill fighter.
That's
You
a
ain't always got to
Scorpio.
throw. Let them wear themselves out. Let them swing, and then you take their ass out. You knock them the fuck out.
I think we was trying to respect you because I done called that
Don't
her for
respect
every
me.
name.
If somebody's disrespecting me, if they want to fight, let's fight.
I done
But
called that
wait,
her for every name I could think of in the book. I was losing brain cells trying not to get at her ass. Okay.
Baby, when she
You
got
bit your tongue so hard you bit it off, didn't you?
Okay, I know I lost some brain cells. I'm sorry.
Candy, I'm riding with you. Sometimes you gotta listen. Sometimes you go in too quick, too fast, too hard. You're gonna run out of steam. Let them go. Watch them. Study them.
Queen,
Observe them. Listen. Go
she
ahead.
started getting disrespectful, and I apologize to the palace, but nobody's gonna disrespect the Queen and the palace on my watch.
I mean, Toot was letting her have it. I was at first she
Yeah.
came in real smooth, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden,
Yeah, Toot was
like
in that
a
ass. Yeah, she
Mm-mm.
train
was.
wreck.
Toot was
She
like
had both feet
stiletto
up in that ass.
pumps in the club.
Toot
Toot
came
was
up
like
and
Listen,
stole
Nuck
my
in Q
thunder.
Buck.
She was like,
When
look
she
at here, look
Natty.
at
I
here.
never hear her really go off like
Natty
that.
came up here a few weeks ago and we were talking about a topic. And she said, you women of today are different. Y'all let women come in and be side hoes and disrespect you and talk to you crazy. You got to know how to fight back. You better check these people and put them in their places. We ain't reciting poetry when somebody come up here to fight. Just trust me. Be patient. And when you strike one time and make sure you're accurate.
That's wisdom.
That's
We
it.
needed Lala. Where's Lala?
No, we needed patience. Because y'all wanted to take that lady down and devour her quick. Sometimes it ain't about that.
That's true.
She's a
Sometimes it's about
provocateur.
listening
That's
and
true.
going
You're She's
in
right.
at the
You're right.
right
You're right.
time.
She likes this. She likes
Yeah.
this. She does this for sport.
Yeah,
She's
it's
a
her sports. Yeah.
provocateur. She wants conflict. She wants to come up here and make each one of y'all pissed and upset. That is her job. That's in her spirit. That's what she does that every day with people. She does
And then,
something in her spirit, something in going on with her. And she
I
getting
then
y'all
agree.
she
saying it
goes
all
over
in a
to the
bunch
ops camp.
because she knows how to say certain things so she can trick. She's done that. And something you got to understand something's wrong with someone who purposely comes over to a channel that is particularly male, we are melody fans, millimeters, and she does the same trick each and every time.
I agree,
Every
Simone.
time.
Mhm.
And it
I
don't
don't
matter.
mean every time. She's
That's
a
all I mean.
provocateur.
I don't mean no disrespect to anybody, but is that really a she?
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
I
that's a
don't
lady.
know. But
Yeah,
listen,
that's a lady.
I think, what you said is true because she doesn't come over here when we're speaking positively. Was she over here last night when we were talking about Queening in the City? Was
No,
It
she?
don't even
Right.
matter.
No.
It don't. Let me tell y'all something. It don't matter what she doing. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Don't nobody care.
You just want to
Sit
cut her
back
head
in the
off.
cut. It's
Okay.
your
Okay.
house. You can kick a motherfucker out when have you ever heard hear how they talking crazy? Don't nobody care. And
That's
I'm trying to
true.
get y'all to adapt the same attitude. But when I'm ready, I'm a swing.
Yeah, I know you was setting her up. You was
No, she
setting
was
her
setting
up.
herself up.
so
I didn't have to do anything. I let her talk. I'm sorry, y'all. I fight a little bit differently.
Yeah, it's been a slow buildup. It's like a slow, it's like a smoke, a simmer. And then all of a sudden, here comes the fire. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand where you're coming from with that, Queen, because you've been kind of tolerant of her for the last few times. And I could kind of hear it like, it's bubbling up. It's bubbling up. It almost came to the surface, but then I guess we attacked too soon.
Queen,
Courtney,
you fight pretty well with your words. You really do.
I do.
And
Listen,
you
I used to be in the Manosphere and I wore their asses out. I was the only woman going against them by myself. I got nothing but time.
And you have an abundance of patience. And
You
you
have
when
to.
you fighting with your words, because
that's the word though. Y'all be coming on here talking Christian stuff and you can't display it. Patience.
Yeah.
Wait. Strategy. Build. Watch. Strategic. Aim. Shoot. Fire. Fight. Now. Wait. Like, come on. What we doing? We got it.
And I know
I'm sorry,
this.
Queen, but I had no patience today. I had no patience. Like
I know.
I listen. She got one more motherfucking time to come over here and disrespect us. She got one more time. I'm sorry. Like, I don't even like to go off like this, but she got one more time. One more time.
She ain't got no more times with me.
No, I think, I'll be honest, I think she's done. I don't think she wanted it to end like that. And I don't really see her coming back up there.
She'll be back. Let her drop herself. Give her time to think. I gave her an option, just like you do children. Do you want to go to bed or do you want to stay up and mind your manners?
In corporate America, you do learn that if you can get your point across without the anger is not really necessary. Right. That's a staple. But I've been retired now for almost 6 years. So I'm at a point where I'm not really giving a fuck. I'll step in. I'm ready to jump in with 2 feet. But you're right. I should probably go back to that.
Now, I'm not telling y'all not to defend me, but it takes a lot to shake me. A woman challenging my intellect and talking down on me, I know you pulling the best weapons you got. Let them have it. That's their biggest weapon, y'all. And when I wear you out, then I'll pull mine little by little by little. So I understand where y'all are coming from, but sometimes you got to know how to walk people like a dog.
Yeah.
You got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them.
Yep.
Kicking it with Courtney.
Well, I've been up here for a minute. I've had time to calm down. And obviously,
same.
It's shifted at this point. So I really forgot I was still up here. I was really just listening. But my thing is with Divine Femme is very passive aggressive.
Yes.
You come over here with that passive aggressive bullshit, acting like you don't really have an issue or acting like you're not pressed, but yet as another caller stated, you never come over here in positivity. You always come when it's a topic related to melody, somewhere you could throw shade, somewhere that you can cause chaos and discourse. That's what you come for. And she has totally shifted the conversation. The conversation was on Heavenly, Carlos, Funky Dineva, receipts. We're not over here testing each other's IQs with intellect. We're over here dropping receipts and talking shit. So go on.
She does that every time.
You ain't matching my intellect, and you're not, and you're playing semantic shit. We ain't over here playing that shit. We over here dropping receipts and talking shit.
Real.
So, but I have to remember where I am too, because see, I'm a two-piece of hoe and push that hoe back out the door.
What side are you
my
on?
place, so
And my thing is, even with the receipts being dropped, she still want to be disrespectful. Like, who the fuck you think you are? You're not even trying to listen. You're not even trying to pay attention to the conversation. At this point, right now, I'm literally feeling like Teresa and Danielle in that scene when Teresa flipped the fucking table. Because you are not listening with the receipts that are being provided, but you want to be disrespectful.
But
I know you're still in the bushes because you always come over here being disrespectful. First you call us a cult, then you said we lack intelligence. Like, who are you?
She projected herself. Did you not hear her say that we're being intellectually dishonest. She's talking about herself. That
Yep.
was a
She
projection.
absolutely is. How are you
She
going to
was
call
talking
out?
about
You're going to
herself.
call out Black Titanic. Then you have the nerve to say Anthony Lofty's, but in essence, you're doing the exact same thing because you keep coming over to a page that you know is 99.9% male fans. You keep
Yes.
coming over to this page, being totally disruptive, causing chaos. So, in essence, the same thing that you're accusing Black Titanic and Anthony of doing, you're doing the very same thing.
And did
Yeah,
You're
you
doing
that's
guys
the
like
very
me
same
also
thing
going
by
to
coming over here
a
and talking
MAGA
shit.
rally
yeah.
or something.
Did you
Why would
guys
you do
also
it?
notice
Why?
she also said that she never listens to Anthony's channel. So how
And
she
she's a
knows?
damn liar by
I
saying
know
that too.
exactly,
She's a
Hold
exactly.
on.
liar.
Let's do this. Let me go to Advocate for Injustice.
Okay, because I came on here to clear something up that I heard, but this lady, she's in opposition every time she come up. I listen to her a lot, and she just always just like she want to do an IQ challenge, a mental challenge, but it's something going on with her. She's in a dark place, and she's trying to rub it off on us.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
anyway, what I had came up initially for when we were talking about, you said that Shanita needs to come on. Oh, I'm sorry. Hi, Queen girl.
Hi.
Hi,
Hi.
hi, Palace Chat. Okay, when I initially came on there, remember you were mentioning earlier when you said that Shanita needs to come up. Shanita did come up and debunk Carlos. She did. I heard her one afternoon come up. She said that conversation didn't go nothing like that, and he was insinuating that she was saying this, and it didn't go nothing like that. And she kind of told him that you need to not do that because you're trying to make everybody think like I did that. She did. I heard it. She came up and said something. She did, and she
Okay.
said, "Yeah." And I just wanted to let you know that.
I want to
I
clear up
almost,
one thing. I didn't say she needs to come up. I said that's an interesting conversation. I wonder what that sounded like behind closed doors. And I
oh,
also
I'm
wonder
sorry.
if
Yeah, but
yeah,
she
I didn't
did.
say she
She
needs to.
came. Well, she came up. I probably lost my thought because that girl, she almost made me come out of here and start talking to her crazy. But
I was done when she said Carlos never told a lie. She said, I
oh
never
my
heard
God,
him
that's
tell
all
a
he do.
lie.
I'll keep
That's
going back to that lady. We not finna
that's.
do that.
I
That's
know.
all
Let her
you
be
Your
gone.
time
crazy.
is
Be gone.
up.
Be
Poof.
gone,
Be
Satan.
gone. Yeah, but I do remember her coming up and debunking with the conversation that she had with Carlos. About what she was saying he said, and she said she didn't say nothing about that the melody meters was blamed for anything, and that's kind of what I wanted to say. But that other lady, she got on my nerve. I started because usually I don't really be saying nothing, but she always come up on your channel in opposition against
We're not
anything.
going back to that lady.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we moving
So, but
on. We moving on.
yeah, I know.
All
Poof,
right.
poof.
Yeah.
But that's all I wanted to say because I do remember that because that's what we were talking about when I came up, and it just everything else went longer. But it needed to happen.
Look, I'm gonna say this. It's like Candy was trying to establish a queening atmosphere up in here. No, ma'am, it ain't that kind of atmosphere.
Exactly. Okay.
Rolling out some
Listen,
kind of red
I've been
carpet.
wearing the queening. I have been wearing my queening cap around the city, and I was trying to do some queening. Seriously, though, I was just trying a different flair, but I missed the play. I didn't realize Toot had brought her stiletto in. She was knucking. She was bucking. She was throwing her
Listen,
head in.
Toot came up
hold on,
tooting.
Because, baby,
without
Toot said
mentioning
Exhibit
anybody
A
else. Listen,
dash
first of all,
T,
I'm a
Exhibit
moderator.
T.
Hold on, Two said, first of all, I'm a moderator here. And I was like, ooh, that's
Yeah.
first of all, I'm a
That
moderator. But
She
look, thank
came
you
in
for
with the
coming up,
referee
advocate.
whistle,
I
but
gotta
then
drop advocate down.
she
I
okay,
came
gotta
go
in
drop
ahead.
with
talkative down.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ladies, so I can get some more people in. Hold
Okay.
on. A bad apple, go ahead.
Hey y'all. Hey Queen.
Hey, hey,
How y'all
hey.
doing today?
Hey.
So, you know what? I was in the bushes just, listening and doing my little work here. But I had to come up when I heard the word or heard somebody say history was being rewritten.
Mm.
So, I want to clarify what the history was, okay? Um Anthony Lofty's from day one, said that he was team The Show. Never did he claim to be a millimeter. He did speak highly of Mel, but he never claimed to be a millimeter. He always said he was team The Show. That's before anything happened negative between him and Melody. Okay, that's from day one. Here's another thing. You can be a fan of somebody, but not be a member of their dedicated fan base. I'm a fan of Nicki Minaj. I'm a fan of Beyonce, but I am a hottie. That is not the same thing as being a fan or just being a fan. That means that Megan Thee Stallion, I'm not just a fan of hers, but I will go out of my way to buy her music, buy, different things that she promotes and whatnot, and even promote her as an artist. I do that on my social media sometimes. That's not the same as just being a fan like I am of Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, and a lot of other, urban music people. You can't say that just because somebody is a fan of Melody, that means that they are a millimeter. It doesn't work like that. So I hope that she is still in the chat to hear, to get a clearer perspective of people and their support for whoever it is that they support. And my suggestion to her is, if you have points that you really want to make and it's important for you to make these points, why don't you go ahead and start your own YouTube channel? Go ahead and make your own videos to get your points across. You can have your own panels. You can go live on your own channel and you can curate whatever information you want, whatever content you want on your own channel.
All right.
And that's it. That's all I had to say.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to say this. I don't want to dedicate my platform to Divine Femme at all. At all. Listen, because I
that's
work
why I
too
didn't
hard.
even
No,
mention her
that ain't
name.
against nobody. I'm just saying, like, as we evolve the conversation, I work too hard to give it over that easy. And that's not to you, Bad Apple. I'm just saying, as people are gearing up their talking points.
Yeah, I understand. I just when I heard her say that, I had to come up. But yeah, I
work
that's
too
why I
hard.
didn't even say her name. I just wanted to put the information out there.
Yeah.
And hopefully she was able to hear that. But thank you so much. I'm going to drop back down in the bushes.
Thank you. Okay, So Crafty Lion and then Queen. You're up next. So Crafty Lion, you got the floor.
Hey, Queen. I agree with the things that you said about Carlos and Heavenly. My thing with Heavenly, though, is, well, I'm not really sure about Heavenly. I take that back because I feel like she has quit Messy Mondays about 3 times already. So I'm a bit confused on where she is. I expected her to be gone about 2 or 3 times before, and then it's Monday and she's back. But if she says she's going to leave, okay. I know she's doing shows with another male blogger. I just don't want to say anyone else's name. So maybe she's going to focus more on that. I also, with her and Quad and oh God, what is his name? The Water Wick, the other guy.
Funky doesn't even.
Funky. That snake dinner, I'm sure they have come together to do something, but I feel like that's a dinner where you can't leave the table to go to the bathroom. Because the minute you leave the table, then they start plotting behind your back too. Because although Quad and Heavenly are playing like friends right now, they weren't that close last season, because I heard Heavenly say a couple of times, I didn't know that. So I think that had to be one interesting dinner with a lot of people, excuse my French, holding their pee.
Well, they coming against Phaedra. See, you can bring people together when they don't like you.
Right. I know. Yeah, they are coming together. They're coming to get her because they bring Apollo and his new wife on the show. But as far as that dinner, the 3 of them, I bet they were all holding it because probably nobody wanted to excuse themselves. Because as much as they're coming together for whatever their common good is, they all know I'm having dinner with two snakes. And then I know you don't want to make this your platform, but as far as that other person, I think she showed up. She's an antagonist, and you cannot argue with a tree and convince it that it's a rock. It is what it is. She had a purpose. She came for that purpose. I thought you were handling it very well. Because she was trying to push your buttons and you knew that, and she couldn't make it happen. She was trying and she couldn't make it happen. But the fact that she could irritate a lot of other people, I think she got off on that and she enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That's
Yeah,
fine.
that's it. Yeah,
Thank you.
I
Thank
think
you for sharing that aspect of what you feel like the dynamics are between Quad Heavenly and Funky Dineva. Thank you. Very,
yeah.
very good points. Queen with the W. What are your thoughts?
Good evening, everybody.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
Hope everybody's well. I haven't been up in a minute. I hope everybody's blessed. I think I'm in congruence with everything about Heavenly Funk. I mean, this is rinse and repeat, ladies. This is rinse and repeat. Just different players switch up the roles. You know what I mean? We see right through it. And as for the troll that was trolling, this like I'm right on time with Queen. Let them cook. Let them my grandfather used to say, let him get enough fishing line, enough slack in the fishing line, and he'll catch himself. You understand what I'm saying? So I understand, we're all protective over Queen because right on the heels of some very sensitive things that came her way, life brought her way, and we want to protect her, circle the wagons around her, and make sure nothing touches her. And that's cool. But sometimes you just got to let a dummy do the dummy. Let her cook. She's a troll. That's what she come to do. That's her job. And we're going to run circles around every troll and run them right back out the front door anyway, right? But I like to listen to stuff like that because then they're telling us who we're really dealing with, right? You can read the room and tell every time they come to platforms like this and do that, including Heavenly, Carlos, Funky, all of them, they're doing what they're assigned to do, be disruptive. And we already know what time it is. And I just want to say I'm very proud of all of you ladies up here who stood on business for Queen
They
Sheba.
did.
I love you. And fire live as usual. I'm back in the bushes. I love y'all.
Thank you for coming up, Queen with a W. We appreciate you standing on business in the palace. Now, look, don't get me wrong. Come. Like, if it's time to fight, we gonna fight. I'm for real. I'm talking about real life. Courtney already know what time it is. Listen, listen. But I'm just saying, sometimes we ain't got to swing first. Let's just get a feel for what's going on. You get what I'm
Oh,
saying?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Let's get a
I
feel for
couldn't
what's
get up.
going on.
The studio was full, but I was waiting. And two came in and everybody, did what they did. So I'm proud of all of y'all. I'm proud of us because we ain't playing. And I'm
Look,
gonna get down,
KMB
but I
Rob.
love y'all.
Thank you, Queen. KMB Rob and It's Like Candy. What y'all think about what Queen just had to say?
I think I wanted to dedicate another song to Toot. Toot that thing up, mommy, make it roll. Pop, lock, and drop it. That's dedicated to Toot. I was up here with the Bible trying to give y'all, okay, I accept my flaws because I was kind of preachy, but I was taking a different approach. So I missed the assignment when we was in the club. I didn't grab the bottle at the right time. But Toot came in with 2 bottles in her hand and she was slanging and ain't thinking. Okay.
But what you were saying is real. But like Queen said, she wasn't ready to hear that. Like everything that you said was like really, really on point. But yeah, she not trying to hear that. She's trying to rumble, but she's trying to come in a passive aggressive type of way.
And that's
But
how
I
you
did
get
want to
stuck.
say, I did want to not change the course, but I had a question for Queen Sheba on the same
Okay.
subject, though. Okay, so he may have canceled this, but I don't think he's gonna just go away. It may not be Messy Mondays no more, but he's going to want to do another talk about something. And I wouldn't be
He
surprised if
didn't
he picked
cancel
Stormy
his
or something.
content. He didn't
Right.
cancel his content. He's still on Mondays. He just doesn't have Heavenly. Heavenly just doesn't want to partner with him.
He's gonna find somebody else
Yeah,
to
he's
take her
looking for another
spot.
co-host.
He's looking for someone else.
I mean, I don't think you can. I don't know.
The
I don't
reason why
know.
I say that is because Carlos never wants, he's very passive aggressive as well. He never wants to be the outright snake, like the
Right.
outright, lion in your face. He'd rather be, lurking in the bushes and whispering all of the tea into somebody else's ear. He's that type of person,
Right.
from what I gather.
Asset, welcome.
Hi, can you guys hear me?
Hey.
Hey, Palace. I've been in the bushes for a while. I just
They've
want
been
to
up
say
here
this.
fighting.
Toot toot beep beep. Okay. But
Toot
the
toot.
the first thing I want to say is, Queen, I love how you fight because I feel that you're like me. When I get into confrontational situations, I get real still. I get real quiet and I'm watching you. And I'm watching what you say, I'm watching what you do, and I'm trying to figure out, what is your angle and what is your next move? Not to counter, but just so I got you. So, I get real quiet, real still. I'm gonna let you do what you do. I'm gonna let you talk how you need to talk so I can take in the information. Because if my mouth is running, I can't hear what you're saying. And I'm not understanding the point that you're trying to drive home to me, which is really for this young lady or old lady, I don't know her, a point. And the other thing I wanted to say is that lions are never offended by the opinions of sheep. We just don't get that way. So why do I care what a sheep has to say about me? And I'm a lion in the jungle. Not my neighbor saying facts. It's okay, girl. It's okay. we bring the whole community in at this point. And so I understand. But I understood, like, when you were like, hey, chill out, because you were gathering information, you're gathering intel, you're letting that person walk themselves around in a circle and show their hand. And that's all you can do is let people show their hand. And I'm going to play it for you.
I didn't want them to necessarily chill out, but I didn't want no sermon being preached to her. You save that for somebody that want to be saved. Hey, what we doing? Girl, Candy up here preaching a sermon. Girl, if you don't put that up and pull out.
Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save
She
her.
didn't want to be saved.
She
playing
didn't want
Captain
to hear it.
Save-A-Ho. No, ma'am.
She wasn't there for that.
Girl, if you don't put up your dukes.
No, she wasn't here for that. What she was here was to rile up.
No, ma'am.
She wanted everything that she got. That's what she was here for. She was here to rile it up. I'm gonna say semantics. Like it actually means something. Ma'am, you are defining semantics every time you open your mouth.
Exactly.
But I also wanted to, I also believe in you got to get people. Have you ever asked a person a question and then you answered it for them?
Yeah.
Don't do that. I be telling, see, that's why I
Yes.
said, no, stop. Like, that's why I was like, no, give her time to think. I just gave her an option. And you're like, no.
Yeah, and I got that bad because I will answer a question. So when I'm highly uncomfortable, I will get still because I know I'm prone to doing that. Like, let me
get uncomfortable in silence. I can wait you out. You said you were lying. I heard you say something about lying, right?
No, I said lions are not concerned with the opinions of sheep.
Have you ever been? Have you ever seen a scorpion?
Oh, unfortunately, yes.
Have you ever been stung by one?
Hell no.
Has anybody ever been stung by one?
Thank God, no.
No, ma'am. And I don't want to be either.
Thank you.
No ham. No turkey.
Yeah, most people when they get stung, they don't see it when it happened. They just know they got stung. That's it. It ain't like a dog. You see the dog coming, he's chasing you down, he's barking. There's evidence of an attack. Scorpions, you wake up, something bit me.
Yeah.
And you rush to the doctor.
Your whole leg about to fall off.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying.
I love the way you fight. Like, I didn't even think about it like that. Because for me, I'm like, if I'm going to be a predator in the conversation, I'm going to get really still. I'm going to watch you. You're going to see me coming. So I'm not a scorpion. You're going to see me coming because I'm going to get quiet. And you may or may not understand what that means. Hopefully, if you have survival instincts, you do. But if you don't, you're going to see me coming.
Yeah. Well, I'm so proud of y'all because we stand on business over here, but you know, it's lightweight. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We've been up like we I don't know. We'll talk about it in members only. That's what we gonna do. We're gonna talk about it in members only tomorrow morning. We're gonna have coffee talk and members only about what went down tonight. Butterfly Sugar, what you got?
Good evening, Queen. I just wanted to say that I believe Carlos and Heavenly are jealous of Mel because she's not going the normal routes of ass kissing like most reality stars do. Mel just gets up in the morning, puts her armor on, and is her and stays prayed up where everybody else is out kissing ass, sucking up, wearing different masks, being many different faces to many different people, and she doesn't have to do any of that. She's just being herself, and people appreciate that, and she has the following to show for it, and they can't handle that.
I agree. And what you just said took me back to some of the corporate conversations that we have on Wednesday morning about why people are forced to get up in the morning and do shit that they don't want to do by way of going to jobs that they hate. Because you know why? You create your own crazy by way of debt, a deficit, and you didn't prepare for the next stage in life. Melody's in preparation. She prepared so she don't have to kiss ass. I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to do any of what anybody else is doing because I've been prepared for how to take care of myself, how to be a good steward of my tithe and my offering, how to what is it called? The come on, help me, y'all. The man with the
Um,
talent that hid the talent and the ones that multiplied it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
One buried his.
Yes. Yes.
yeah, she basically just lets people think what they want about her. She doesn't have to wear her accomplishments on her chest as a lot of people do. She just does her. And when she reaches that goal and surpasses that goal, and people are surprised, they're like, well, how'd she do that? We didn't even think she was that smart, or we didn't think she could do this, and how she know this person, how she know that person. She's getting to where she's going because she stays prayed up. She's blessed, and she's true to herself. And a lot of people can't be true to themselves. Everybody wants to holler they're 10 toes deep in their truth, but in reality, they're really not. That's all I wanted to
I love it.
say. Have a good night.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up, Butterfly Sugar. I like your voice.
Thank you.
Sweet.
You're welcome. Thank you for coming up. I love different perspectives, and I think we all brought something, as we always do as women and men that used to come up and share your intellect, your thought leadership. I love it. And listen, I don't want y'all to stop being you at all. I'm just telling y'all to know when not to give your goodness away, Candy.
Yes, I
KNBRV.
know, but I I completely receive it because like I said, I was looking at it from a different angle. I wasn't looking at it from the same angle as you. And you're right, you were walking her on them ropes and you were walking her down. But I guess I'm just still perplexed. Lady, why you keep coming up here? You know, we'd be having a good time. Mel just had a TikTok, she in her bag. We all on some positivity. You know, like what is that? I don't like, what are you doing? That was my point. What are you
Yeah.
doing? But in a nice way, because I'm not trying to argue you back. But like you said, when you gave her a simple question, are you going to respect the rules of my palace where you speak to me and the people, whoever on the panelists, whoever you are up here at that moment? If you don't want to engage with us, no, I just want to make a point. Well, girl, bye. You can go make some points playing basketball, okay?
Well, I don't
Around
want
the
to
corner,
tell her
go
bye.
somewhere.
And that's the point. You know, I'm not a
I
dismissive
know.
person. I'm gonna let you. That's why I was saying pause. Let her make her own decision. Hold on,
Yeah.
Miss Cameron, your device is not connected. I see you trying to get on, but for some reason, so go back out and connect your microphone and everything before you come in. Otherwise, it's not going to connect you. We'll save space for you, Miss Cameron. Exit the studio and then come right back in. But no, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. That's what we do. Y'all saw us queening. All of
Yes,
us,
ma'am.
it's real life, but sometimes you got to be patient. You got to see where they're going. And listen, you said you was going to ask her, what is she doing? You ain't got to ask somebody what they doing when you see what they doing. You know what time it
Fucking
is.
up. But
Thank you.
I have a valid question for you. So when you were saying that you think that Funky Dineva and uh, Heavenly had a conversation, and
And
also,
quad.
yeah, and Quad at the
Mhm.
dinner, do you
Yeah.
honestly think that she came up with the plan, like Phaedra,
I think he's
Heavenly?
covering for his friend. So here's the thing. If I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. Like, okay, have you ever, I ain't gonna even go that far and say I don't F with you. Has somebody ever, okay, I said it. There's friend circles and there's friend circles, and there are some that pair off that are a little bit closer than the other, but everybody's friends. It always
Right,
happens.
right.
A dog can't serve two masters, baby. If both of you and whoever call a dog at the same time, they got to choose one. They can't run to both of you on the opposite sides of the room. So the fact of the matter is,
Right.
Funky Dineva provided ear cover for his friend in that moment, who is
Mhm.
Heavenly, who's pissed off at Carlos for the
Yeah.
reasons that she said, and I'll play it again.
Mhm.
Now,
Mhm.
now they didn't got the real tea. Girl, what happened? Why you really leaving messy? Girl, I don't mess with him. Shit, he had me on that show telling me half shit about them people who had me looking like a damn fool, and then and then gonna have me mess up my bag on Married to Madison, damn near lose my job. I'm not doing that no more. I'm gonna finish. I'm gonna do this. Well, how you gonna announce it? I already announced it. Heavenly, you kind of brash. You're kind of abrasive. Let's clean it up a little bit. So you got friends like that.
Mhm.
Let's Okay, well, shit, I just told him I'm not coming back. I'm not about destroying
That
families.
sounds like something she would say, actually.
Yeah, and then they
Mhm.
said, Quad, no, just say you're not coming back because shit. What's that lady name? Melody, the Millimeters. Okay, well, you think I should? Yeah, fuck it, bitch. I'ma say it.
Mhm.
How about that?
Yep.
Yeah,
How
you ain't
about
gotta
that?
say it. I'll
Therefore, I
say it
ain't got
for
no.
you.
Yes, I ain't got no dog in this fight. This is just hypothetical. I'm telling you how friendships go. You
Right.
and
Yeah.
therefore you're not fucking up your relationship with Carlos. We already know you're not fucking with him. He ain't gotta know it, but we know it. He was on some old whatever type, whatever. But we got to keep that door open because at the same
Yep.
time, we're YouTubers. He still
Mhm.
got the connect somewhat. He's still
Yep.
out there somewhat. But but see, that's why I said it's complicated. But he ain't got that motion like they do on YouTube. That's where they hold the power. He holds the power in the media, the production. He still have the connect. But God forbid if he ever gets demoted to YouTube. That's why he was shocked in his interview when he said, "How much you make?" And Funky Dineva said, "50K a month." Y'all better go
God
back.
damn. How do I get
Y'all
it?
didn't see
I need
that
to give me a
interview?
YouTube channel.
Okay, somebody do the math for me. 50K a month times 12. 50,000 times 12. Somebody do the math.
Is it 600?
$650,000?
No,
That's a little bit
600,000.
over $500,000 a year.
Yeah,
Carlos ain't pulling that. Because
that's over half. Yeah.
Funky Dineva said openly on his interview with Carlos, I make more than a lot of reality stars. Carlos couldn't say shit. He said, how much you make? He said 50,000 a month. If I work hard. And if I don't, 30. Carlos said, ooh. Why would you, if you pulling that? You'd be like, okay, cool. All right. I see you. Come on
Right.
up. Well,
Mhm.
that's all I'm saying. So if Carlos wants to come on this side, Funky Dineva runs the show. He
Mhm.
is. Think about that circle. Everybody has a circle. And it sounds like when Funky needed help, Carlos and he said, "Bitch, you ain't even pay me. You ain't even pay me. You promised me 500. You ain't even give me $500. At least Mona put food on my table." See, people remember that. The truth comes out in jokes, my grandma used to say.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all not remember
Mhm.
that interview? When Funky said, "Bitch, you ain't even give me $500.
He sure did. He sure
I
Yeah, he
helped."
did.
I
wasn't
remember
joking.
that. Yeah, I
He was
remember that.
not joking when he said it.
Uh-huh.
At least
Mhm. He
Mona
sure did.
Young, Mona
Hmm.
Scott gave me 500. You didn't give me nothing. Carlos said, "Sister, I got you." And Okay. So now, like somebody said, that's a who said about that's a table when you get up and walk away and go to the bathroom. You don't want to be at that kind of. Now imagine that you got Heavenly that leaned herself, that has given her visibility, her notoriety to you to help you get built up on YouTube. See, YouTube is a different space than Bravo TV networks because
Mm-hmm.
everybody got to get it from YouTube. It's no shortcuts. Can't nobody help you, really. I can
Right.
bring you on my platform, but at the end of the day, you got to get it how you get it. And they helped him. Heavenly partnered with him. They tired of that shit.
Mm.
But I'm getting too real. Y'all know
Can-
how them
No,
conversations go
that's
behind
facts
the
right
scenes.
there.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's facts. That's
You don't
facts.
want
No,
to
that
get up.
is facts.
Mhm.
I wouldn't even
And you
want
gonna
to.
try to
I wouldn't
check
even want to
me?
associate with people
Mm-hmm.
like that. But I guess that's how the business works. Like if you're trying to be in entertainment, that's exactly how it works. But if you have to hold your pee in, like somebody said, in order not to
Mm-hmm.
be like
Mm-hmm.
talked about or drugged through the mud, then why would you want to even sit at that table? That's just
Donna
me.
says, ain't no way he's making 50K a month and this dumb, messy, and easily drawn. Yes, he is, because I easily made 20. Yes, he is. And he
I
has way
believe
more.
it.
Yes, he is. He's
Yep.
making 50. I'm
Yeah,
Yeah, I
telling you.
believe that. He got the
I
numbers.
believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Can I
been
just
Mhm.
building
say,
his platform for years now. So
Yeah,
yeah, I
yeah,
believe he got it.
I believe it.
And he wrote down how he didn't even make when he first. Now it took him years to get there, but YouTube has changed their requirements, which makes it easier for newer, even though YouTube have lowered the requirements for newer content creators, they still can't get to where he is. It took him 10 plus years to get to where he is. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. You got to give credit what credit is due. He even
Mm-hmm.
talked about how he didn't even meet the threshold. YouTube only pays you if you make $100, minimum $100. What does that mean? If I make $99.99, YouTube takes it off.
Oh my.
Minimum $100, and they automatically take 45%. So for years, he will fall below the $100 threshold. That's free money YouTube take from content creators all the time. You make $25, you ain't gonna get it. You make $80, you ain't gonna get it. You got to at least make 100
mm,
for YouTube to start
That's
paying
how they
you.
make their money, though. That's how YouTube makes their money. They have
Yes,
to, yeah, that and of course the advertisements, of course. But yeah,
YouTube
he
works hard for you.
he Funky came up off of Michelle Atlian. He learned the business from her, and then he turned on her.
that's a
But I
whole
I
just
don't
different
think.
story.
Okay, who is that? Said that. Who's talking?
talkative.
You think he learned from her?
He did. She did a whole live about it. They were they were friends years ago before he started blogging, and he came up off of her. You got to go back and listen to some of her lives about him. That's
And
why
she
she was
let him
so
live
hurt
with
when he
her.
turned on her and
Yeah,
they
they were
fell out.
roommates.
I think
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
gave him psychological safety by way of a home, but your skills and talent, let me tell you something. I can get you an interview, but I can't get you the job.
I'm not saying he doesn't have that the gift of gab or the personality. I'm saying that she got him in the game, and then he
You didn't
turned on her.
know he didn't get paid. You got to go back. He didn't get no money, y'all. So how did she get him in the game when he didn't get no money?
Well, she was doing it before it was a YouTube thing. She was doing it
I
straight off the
got that.
internet.
But
Yeah,
if
but
I
she
get
wasn't
you,
successful at it.
thank
Yes, she
you.
was.
He
No,
Yes,
I'm
wasn't.
saying when
It took
she
him
when
years.
she
Yeah.
first came, yeah, when she first came back out and said, "I put him on, I put him on." I'm sorry, y'all. Eventually, that story died, and Funky Dineva really didn't feel a dent in that. His fan base is still there. His subscriptions are
Yeah.
still there.
well, this is
So
Yeah.
before he
I get
got a
what
fan
Queen Sheba
base.
is saying.
This is
She didn't put
before.
him on.
He
She
may have put him on or
I
to
don't
the
think she put him
idea,
on. I
start
think she helped him
promoting.
out from a friend perspective,
Yeah,
psychological safety,
yeah.
gave you a place to stay. I think that's undeniable. But if you go back and listen, that's why I
Yeah.
tell people, do you feel like they have a mental illness? No. Do you feel like they're capable of making a
Maybe
right
I
decision?
should go back
Yes.
and listen to it
Hold
again.
on, let me finish. And so why will we not take their word for their word? Heavenly said, I quit because of this. That's why I asked her, do you think she's crazy? You feel like she's in her right mind? So
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
what we supposed to believe? If you say you don't like ice cream and your friends say you do do I listen to your friend or do I listen to you? You listen to me. Okay. So Funky Dineva said when he got in the game, he didn't make any money. Is that putting me on? Yes or no?
No,
No.
because he was
No.
working with her and for her. But you're right, he wasn't making no money. He wasn't.
So you
He
didn't
was
put me
making
on.
Yeah,
connections.
he got his own
She
channel.
had maybe
He
given
grew up.
him the idea, but he had the talent and he ran with it.
Yes.
Exactly.
I just came up to say one
Yeah.
thing and then I'm gonna drop down.
Okay, go ahead, talkative.
Tasha K told us why they don't like Melody. She said in her rant, all Melody is concerned about is getting the bag. Okay. Look at this woman. She comes on this platform and she is part owner in a construction company and she's married. And now she's divorced and she got her own construction company now. She's part owner in a TV network. She has her own production company. She has a clothing line and her and of course 7th Avenue Beauty, and who is she says it's a lot of stuff she does. That's what they don't like about Melody. She don't need their asses. She's about getting the bag.
Yep.
She came from that kind of family. That's her environment. That's who she is. That's why they don't like her, because they're still, that none of them have accomplished that. Carlos got 15 years in the business and all he got is a production company.
I think that Carlos would like to humble Mel. I think that's what his whole plan is, because I think he feels that she should be a lot more grateful to him.
Yes.
Even though the show was her idea, he
Yep.
feels like, hey, I put you on, I put you on TV. So he feels like she should be more appreciative or grateful, to him. But what he doesn't understand is that what God has for you, nobody can stop. I don't care who thinks that they can put their mouth on you, who thinks that they can do whatever to you. They can try to slow you down, but it's not going to stop you. It's not.
What's for you is what's for you. Let me tell you something. What's for you is what's for you. Now, the Bible says my help cometh from the hill. It didn't say you put me on.
Right.
My help coming from you know what? Let me go to the next person because y'all ain't ready for that kind of. But go ahead.
Girl, come on, preach. Come on, preach.
Come on, I feel
Can
you.
I go first so I can clock
Exactly.
out to work?
If Candy was in the club preaching, Queen Sheba, you can be at the Waffle House, lay down a sermon if you need to. We're at the Waffle House now. We left the club.
Listen, hold y'all's thought. They said we better get to the bag. Let's get to the bag now.
You better get to the bag. Don't let them hoes stop your bag. If you got a problem, just know I'ma make you my man. Yeah, get to the bag. Fuck what they talking about. Get to the bag. Don't worry about it. Don't do it. Don't try it. You a hater. Yeah, you gotta get to the bag. Get to the bag. Get to the bag.
Yeah, they told us to get to the bag. They told us to get to the bag. Y'all getting to the bag in this conversation. I just love me some y'all. Let me put on my glasses. That's why I'm not on camera. I'm gonna go through these super chats and I'm gonna let you ladies have it where y'all get to chit chat and talk. She contextualizes what a 5-piece and a pepper. She says Queen also heavily on her YouTube channel doing hot topics with Alexander Rogers. Who is that? He's the guy Carlos King supposedly stole the allegedly aesthetic and slogan.
Yep.
Oh, you see how that works? You remember I asked you, remember I asked y'all earlier, I said, do you often see scorpions? No, not really, but I've seen them every now and then. Have you ever been bitten by one? No, but most people that have, they didn't see it bite. You don't see it bite you. Your ass just wake up with a wound. Yeah, she getting a lick back. Trust me, she's a Scorpio. I'm one too. She getting a lick back. Listen, Reese's Pieces with a 5-piece to my white man, please. She was talking about the Divine Femme. AJ coming in with a 5-piece and a pepper. She says Shanita is not in Africa yet. This week she's in London. Talkative, they talking to you. I know you went to bed, but they talking to you. Listen, kicking it with Courtney. 5-piece and a pepper. Next caller, white man, please. I'm gonna start bringing that white man out. From here on out, what's today's date?
The 23rd.
Okay.
The 23rd.
White man. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm announcing it right here, right now. Fit Diva 1979 with a 15-piece and a pepper. She says, goodbye, Divine Femme. Listen. Ooh, they was acting like I said what I said. 2-piece and a pepper. Miss Femme, we thought you weren't coming back. Listen, she told y'all why she came back. Listen. She said she felt like she got a personal invitation from me. Fit Diva 19. Y'all got to know my personality. Fit Diva 1979 with a 5-piece and a pepper says, Divine Femme, ma'am, go away and have a great night. What the tomatoes mean, y'all?
They throwing tomatoes at you
Yeah,
like you
throwing
want.
tomatoes.
Boo, they throwing tomatoes at you. Mm-hmm.
Y'all just so bad in the chat. Oh my God. Listen, a woman of a particular age with a 10-piece and a pepper says, ooh, child, please bring my white man on. I cannot with this lady. Listen, thank you for your patience. Miss Queen 19 with a 5-piece and a pepper at Divine Femme is a liar. And I have proof you follow AL and even describe per definition the meters are a code. So stop the fakery. Ooh.
Yep.
Lord have mercy. Fit Diva 19. Listen, girl, you done spend all your check over here tonight with a 10-piece and a pepper. She says, Queen Sheba, there is YouTube evidence that he came. That who? Oh, that he came on her. Okay. That he came on her IG live and said team show. I heard that before. Divine Sparkles with a 4.44. I think we got, let me see what would that be? A 2-piece of biscuit and a pepper. Yes. Funky.
No side.
No fries. No sides. I can deal with no sides.
Okay.
Divine, that's a good combo. That's a good Divine Sparkles. That's a good combo. She says, Funky, you've been going too far. Happy birthday, Kiki. All right. Thank you, Divine Sparkles. Such a beautiful sentiment. Stephanie 614 with a 5-piece and a pepper. She says, Heavenly was told months ago by her daddy and Bravo to stop doing the show with Carlos. It had nothing to do with the millimeters. Thank you. Bloop. 41 Fit with a 5-piece and a pepper said, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth shall speak. You better say it, girl. Listen, Julie Lamh. Am I saying that right, y'all? With a 5-piece and a pepper. I was eating my dinner and drinking my sparkling water. Enjoying this live through until you brought that weirdo lady up. Why you be punishing us by letting her up? Because I want you to have nightmares tonight.
It's Halloween time.
I'm being silly, y'all. I have a wicked sense of humor. Miss Queen 19 with a 2-piece and a pepper. Shout out to Toot Latrice. She the real MVP. Listen. Toot. What we doing, Toot? Come on, Toot.
Toot, toot. Beep, beep.
Beep,
beep. Beep,
Janice Walker with a 10-piece and a pepper. She did her job and deflected the conversation. Let's get back on topic. Listen, baby girl 1981 with a 5-piece and a pepper says, love you, Queen Sheba, and thank you for your wisdom. Yes. Here we go, baby. We got to the bag. Creating on Success Avenue with 100-piece. Listen, Queen and Palace, I have been in the bushes from probably the beginning. I have seen the confidence, growth, and excellence, Queen. Love your squad, and big ups to Toot. Queen, you are a phenomenal woman. Giving you your flowers. I happily receive them because I need them. Thank you. I appreciate you, Queen. Listen, did I get baby girl? Yeah, I got baby girl. And D. Robinson says, and Queen, the dentist was getting traction on her YouTube channel. You are so right. Listen, before she started fooling with Carlos, he is a user and he is dirty. Her views have dropped tremendously. And I know why. But yes, you are absolutely right. That's it, everybody. That's all. So listen, what are y'all's thoughts on this? Is this going to stop? Do you feel like Carlos has a vendetta against Melody? Why are these?
Yep.
Okay.
No, it's not going to stop.
Can I say something right quick? I got to do my notes and clock out.
Yes, Go ahead, baby.
Heavenly made that decision to step down after her interview with Marquez. If you remember, he gave her his grandmother's phone number. After she talked to that grandmother, she made that, and then she called Mel early that morning. Mel did not answer her call, and she made that decision. She was gonna drop down.
Mm-hmm.
It was right after that interview with Marquez.
But I think she compared that to her conversation with Carlos beforehand. Have you ever had somebody dog the hell out of somebody and take advantage? Carlos took advantage over Marquez and and exuded his dominance publicly over him, and it's unfair because then you made him feel like he should be grateful. You said we don't even interview people that are not main cast. You treated him like shit.
Mm-hmm.
Remember he said that, Simone?
So did. So did.
Yep.
But that's
And you
his
remember when
thing.
Heavenly told him he got a bad edit? Carlos texted her
Mhm.
right there in that live.
Yep. But that's
So
Carlos's thing. He takes advantage of everyone. Everyone connected to him. Everyone. Throughout the years from the time that he's gotten started until now. He's a genius at that. And people allow him to do that up until now. Melody has his ass stumped. Okay? Stumped. We know
You know,
what's going on, but he is like, my devilish tricks ain't working. I done did everything. He takes advantage of everyone who helps him. Candy, Sheree, anyone who's tried to help him, he is taken advantage of.
do you know the real reason that he has an in for Mel now? Someone mentioned it earlier. She went around him. Kingdom Reign signs everybody's paycheck but Melody's. All
Mm,
signs Melody's paychecks.
mm,
He has no control over her money, her contract. He has no control over that. Own. She deals directly with Own.
Now
And
that was a
he
smart
can't
boss lady move.
stand it.
Yep.
that was a smart move. Yep.
That was a smart move. And then,
That's
she kind of showed us that not only is she getting to the bag, but she getting to her elevator pitch networking. Mel is in rooms with lots of different people. The Nick Cannon was a nice flex. There's
yeah.
more in
listen,
store. That was a nice
Yes.
flex.
and she
And I know
started
it had him
lower than
hurting.
Carlos. Y'all got to remember where she came from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She came on this show bankrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. Her or
Yeah.
Martell. See, like Jim Rohn said, we all have the same 24 hours in a day. It's how you set your sail. What direction are you sailing in? Carlos was well above Melody. Well above Melody financially.
Mm-hmm.
He had more experience in the production industry, television industry, and she superseded him and surpassed him. Is that a negative? No.
Mm-mm.
But have you ever seen somebody start walking and eating different and a year later they look 10 times better than you do and you say, "Shit, if I would have started last year, I would have been with you too."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying.
He wanted
I
her to grow at the rate he wanted her to grow. He wanted her to grow so that he could continue to have some sort of control.
Right.
And she's far surpassed that. And that, I think, also has him as jealous as well. He's
I
jealous
don't think
because
he
he's
wanted her to
still.
grow, Simone. I think he
No.
wanted her to do what Winter said, work for $2,500 per episode. You know how he keep them
Right.
girls at full budget.
Mm-hmm.
Always be up
Yes.
under him and under his thumb.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel
Yeah.
like
Mm-hmm.
it's that black hole syndrome that is so deep, nothing you do and nothing you have will ever fill it, and you're always chasing like that next high, and if you don't appreciate what's in front of you and what you have, you will always do whatever and say whatever and be whatever to fill this hole that can never be filled because you're ungrateful.
Well, and
You're
then if
not
you think about it,
appreciative of what you
outside
have.
of these two reality shows he have, what else you got? See, she still have opportunity. Mel could go on Dancing with the Stars like other reality things. She could do the fragrance like you guys talked about on Queening in the City. She
I
still
wouldn't go
got
on dance
potential.
reality behind Phaedra.
But not
Say
just
what?
behind Phaedra. Well, I
I
will
don't
say
like
Phaedra
Phaedra.
look good. She
I
do
don't
look
like
good,
Phaedra.
but I'm saying she still has opportunities as long as she keep her name out there and she keep getting in the bag. And I can
Mm.
tell he's not he didn't think that far. He thought, like you said, she's supposed to take that $2,500 check and let us just make a mockery and exploit all her business. No, she was not going to give up her life story and have us all in her business and she not come out on top. She's a very
Well,
smart businesswoman and I respect her
Yes,
for that.
she is.
if you think of most reality stars that Carlos King work with, they are entry level. They have little to
Right.
no experience, and it takes them 2 to 3 seasons to catch on that they're
Hmm.
being used,
Hmm.
exploited, made to be the villain. He doesn't. Monique was the only seasoned player, and she accepted $2,500, which lets me know she was in a bad mental space. She was trying to do it because we didn't know she was making 2,500 until I interviewed Winter.
Hmm.
Wow.
Was never supposed to make the light of day. So we
Mm.
be looking at these people and thinking they popping, and they not. They'll do anything to be seen, heard, and on television. And you went
Hmm.
for Bravo, girl. At least, okay, Bravo at least start them girls off with 8 to 10,000 per episode, and you came down to
Mm.
that.
Mm. Mm.
No,
Mm.
ma'am. And
Yes,
that's
she did.
that's not guaranteed, y'all. That's not guaranteed NBA money. That's if you make the cut from the cutting room floor. If you are in the scene,
Wow.
Mhm.
Mm.
chew
That's
on that.
crazy.
Yeah, your
That's
whole scene
crazy.
could just be cut, and then what? Don't bank on it. Just don't
Yeah.
bank on it.
They had no makeup. You remember Winter said that's why some of them look toe up from the flow up. No makeup
Hmm.
art. Hmm.
But
And
it,
where
It
on
did.
earth
I'm
do you
sorry.
show
It
up and
makes
work
sense.
and not get guaranteed some money? Where on earth do you do that?
when you're dealing with a snake,
Yeah.
because he's pocketing whatever their budget is, if it's
That's true.
500,000, three
Yeah.
quarters of $1 million, he's pocketing at least 75% of that. And the rest he's
Yep.
divvying out to those producers
Hmm.
and the $100, $200 here to certain cast members who will take anything. And that's what he's doing. That why do we have season A, B, C, D?
Thank
It
you.
makes no sense. So it,
EFG
he's a
HIJ
snake. He's a
L
snake.
You ain't gonna
And
get no money from me.
Mhm. That's
Yes.
why he's pocketing all that money, and he's trying to think of other ways. But the thing with him is, he has no vision. His vision is stuck. His vision is stuck. He has
Mm.
no growth. He
Yeah,
has not
someone
grown.
in the chat was saying he needs to retire because he's lost his focus, his vision for what he
Right.
was trying to do.
I don't
And
think.
I agree.
I think he
He's
needs to
never
rest
had it.
and disconnect. The best time, you remember we talk about it on Wednesday morning, Simone. The best time to look for a job is when you got one. The best time
Yeah.
to take rest is when you have, like, he's
Right.
now, none of your shows are sticking.
Right.
Mhm.
Mm-mm. Not even
Mm,
your traveling podcast that fizzled out.
Sure
mm.
did.
I
Flat
hope he
Coca
has something
Cola.
in his
And
back
just look at
pocket
who he
because
came up with. Look at who he came up with. He came up with Candy and Todd. They have now produced 2 Broadway plays. Right now, they're currently in production of a play. This is their second one. They have done movies. They have done other things. He's come up with Will Packer. All of them have
Hmm.
grown outside of the reality space. Not to say that he has to do those same things, but look what he is still stuck on trying to get Black women to look the
Drama.
worst and fight and all kind of mess and chaos because he is an agent of chaos, just like old girl who came up here a couple hours ago. He's an agent of chaos. That's what he likes. That's why I say he has no growth. He has no vision. That's all he sees. When he opens up his eyes and he's trying to think of how to milk this show for another thing. Okay, let me bring back Dusty. She can go at
Hmm.
Melody. We're gonna pretend like this whole Sonny Moses thing is a big thing, but really we're gonna use her to backdoor Melody. So he has no vision. He is rinse and repeat to the 10th power.
yeah.
I think he overproduces, in my opinion. This isn't a dig, but when this is just like viewership feedback, just like we're having like a focus group, right? By way of a
Yeah.
panel. Um, you're overproducing.
Yeah.
Um, Sometimes, like I be telling people, hold your horses, grow into it, grow into them pair of shoes. You're not big enough for them yet. Go lower budget. And then and sometimes if you come in by under promising and over
Over
delivering, you're better
delivering.
off.
Right.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I
Yeah.
don't know if y'all have noticed, but sometimes when we're watching that show, it doesn't follow very well. Like whenever it comes back on, they
Right.
should not still be in whatever island they own. And that should have been the climax, like the end. Like
Yeah, there's no flow
his
to it.
cousin. Yeah, it's no flow. And you'd be like, huh?
Yeah.
He's a
That's because he's
horrible
more focused on the
producer.
trailer. So you have the production, which is your main entree, and then you have the trailer. That's your hook, line, and sink. What I'm gonna put that out there. You see me do it all the time. But everything that I have in my trailer, we cover in the episode. Everything I have in my trailer, we cover in the interview. So he's more focused on the trailer and the salaciousness of it all, the
That's
manufacturing
true.
of it all. That when you
Yeah.
guys show, you be like, where was that part that you showed in the trailer?
He's a horrible producer.
Cut it out.
He's bad.
Yeah.
You got to know how to
Yeah.
tell a story. That's what
Bad.
it is. You got to build it up to the climax, and then you got to bring it back down and close the story. But he never really closes the
Like a
story, and
bait
then the
and
climax.
switch.
Yeah,
I think he's bad because all of his past ideas have come from someone else. He can't give you what he doesn't have.
Oh.
Thank you. He steals ideas.
Right. So if
Yeah.
he hasn't been the originator behind some of his greatest projects, now he has this project. He doesn't have anything to draw from. And he's not in the best space with Melody. So it's not like, he could say, what do you think about this? Because she doesn't trust him. So,
Who else doesn't have the best space to draw from? Martell, Arion.
exactly.
Sounds
I
like
mean,
a narcissist to me.
can you imagine going to him for an idea, what he would come up with? I mean, I can, but it shouldn't be on television.
That's why I think content creators shouldn't be on social media every day.
Yes.
But I teach that in my YouTube class. What you doing? Why you post every day?
Queen.
You take time to come up with new ideas. Don't you ever let me catch you on YouTube every day. That tells me you're scrambling, you're desperate. I'm not saying they are. There's some that really enjoy what they do. But at some point, you got to rest so you can go back in the think tank, in the think lab, and come up with something fresh. Exactly what you're saying, Lion.
Ain't he done been in the think tank? Ain't nothing coming back with the snake. Ain't nothing coming back with but
Go to bed. I'm
chaos.
not with
Ain't
y'all.
nothing. I'm serious.
Yeah, it's like he needs a
pushing 50 years
ghostwriter
old.
almost.
Exactly. He has Melody Sheree. He has the snots. You mean to tell me he can't pull nothing out of them? All this stuff that be going on, all the mess that they've been in, all the lies that they've been caught up in, all the scams, just because his loyalty, he could make a fool out of them, and it would be the truth because it'd be real. And he has that in his hands, and he does nothing to it. He
That's
allows
why I told him to
them.
call me. Let me do this one-on-one with you to get it popping.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's a piss poor ass producer. We could go out to a high school, Performing Arts High School, right now, and get a group of students who are in TV and production and produce a better show than him and his team.
No, he
Period.
might steal their ideas.
You could get a better story on the Green Line in Chicago at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. In the evening.
Exactly. You have Melody. You can pull everything out of her. She is interesting. The snots, although I don't like Marceau and old girl, but you could really do something with them, with the facts, with the truth. With the truth. But he does nothing. He allows them to tell him what to do. He allows them to dictate to him because of this crazy, stupid loyalty. He's bad. That's why he's stuck where he's stuck, and he's
Simone,
pleasuring
how
right
can your
now.
employee or your subordinate tell you what to do? How does that happen?
Because of the hate that he has for one woman.
No. If you were a CEO of a company, how you start taking orders from an entry level, everybody just pause and think about it. How does an entry level employee with no experience in reality come in season 2 telling you what you're not going to say and do about their marriage? How do you put yourself in that position as a CEO?
They got
He's
dirt on
trying
me.
to be their friend.
Oh.
That's what it is.
They got dirt on me.
Thank you.
They have dirt on him, but he also is not focused. He's totally focused on something he shouldn't be focused on. He's totally focused on trying to make and break Melody. And he's
Yes.
putting that's what he's focused on. So he can't see nothing. He is tunnel vision on Mel. How do I break? What can I do? Who can I bring on to break her, to make her look a fool, to make
That's not
anything
against
look
the law.
negative?
So
Huh?
I can be focused on you all day as long as I don't cross the lines.
Right.
What starts to happen is I can focus on you, right? You're right. You say he's focused on Melody. But the problem is that doesn't stop me from being creative. The only way I can't control my ship and the people on board my ship is if I've gotten down and dirty with them and said it and have done some things I should not have.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. He's gotten too
Well, we
close
They
to
have
already know
them
dirt
he
to
on
done
the
him.
got
point where they have
compromised.
dirt on him. Because there's no way that they would have dirt on him if he kept a separation, between
Exactly.
boss
Mhm.
and employee. But he's gotten so common with
Comfortable.
them, too comfortable with them that they know some things that they probably shouldn't know on him.
He's crossed the line with one person.
You think
One
it's just one?
person. I think
No,
it's
no,
Martell.
I don't.
Nope.
I think he's crossed the line with a couple of the men.
Yeah,
Mm.
I believe that.
Well, let me
I
shut
ain't
up.
gonna lie to you. I believe that.
The manosphere is the manosphere. And I think that's who he rolls with and he goes hard for. Period.
Yep,
And
you got that right.
and
I'm gonna say this.
Tisha.
So crafty line. You remember that time how my first time you first came up
Yeah.
and I first heard your voice. We got into a huge debate. Simone, I don't know if you remember this, KRMB is said, or the channel or the chat. We were talking about Taraji P. Henson coming off The Color Purple, and then
Mhm.
women began to open up and give their story and their experience in Hollywood. She said she fired her entire team.
Oh,
Yep.
Because when she came off of Empire, none of them had anything lined up for her.
see,
And she went for years without work. And as a result, she had to take crumbs like Monique
Mhm.
Samuel
Mhm.
took when she came on Love and Marriage DC. And Taraji found herself in a very, very delicate position financially, where the trailers were shit and trash. And they had to go and appeal to Oprah. And Oprah claims she didn't know. But the point is,
mm-hmm.
the point that she was at, she should have never been in that position.
Right.
Now, we got into a real deep discussion. And if you're sensitive, go ahead and log off. This is where So Crafty Lion comes in. I'm going to pause. I'm going to give people time to log off because y'all love to come and attack. Okay, we got 8 people that logged off. Good. Thank you. I love when people take care of their mental health. So we got 8 people. I love it though. I respect that. Okay, we got 12 people that logged off. Thank you.
Look,
All right.
somebody got popcorn.
Dirty dozen.
So at that point, okay, we got some more that logged off. Thank you. See, look how good y'all are. So now we finna talk, and then we gonna go to bed. The debate got real heated. I don't know if you remember this So Crafty line. It got real heated because we were trying to figure out how does a woman like Taraji P. Henson going from being first to worse in a tow up ass trailer begging for vittles.
Mhm.
Now, when you think about her management team, her production team, her PR team, everybody was black. You remember
Yep.
that discussion? So Crafty
Uh-huh.
line.
I do.
And I said, huge mistake.
Yep.
Huge effing mistake.
Mhm.
They rode your dime and they rode you all the way until you was broke. And you had to take the bare minimum from an Oprah Winfrey who claimed she didn't know y'all was hungry in a fucking trailer with holes in it. Holes in the trailer. Not holes, but holes. You ate,
Holes. Yeah.
holes in the trailer that y'all were like saying, hey, we can't be trying to get dressed in front of each other. We need our own trailers. Now, Oprah claimed that it wasn't her. But the point is, you became the prodigal son in your own story of success. And in that moment, I said, The same thing that Black people be asking for, diversity, equity,
Yeah.
inclusion, we don't practice. Because it ain't no way that you should have had an all Black team being that far up in Hollywood, working with the likes of a Tom Cruise, and find yourself in a raggedy ass trailer park trailer. I don't believe in all Black. I don't believe in all white. I don't believe in all Hispanic. I believe you got to get yourself a good, diverse team, because some people can carry the ball further than
True.
what you can based
White
on your.
people know how to talk to other white people.
Yes. So crafty
Like,
line. You want to jump in and add?
Yeah, because and some people were upset because they felt like she didn't have because somebody mentioned she should have got Brad Pitt's manager because they did Benjamin Button, and then someone else said, but she didn't have that money. And the whole point was you have to get there comes a point where you have to be professional about your career and get who's best to handle your business, and you can't base it on them being Black. It's not about them being Black, it's about who's best for you. Because some of the people in the chat were feeling like you have to just basically be your first focus should be the Black community, but your first focus should be what's best for you and what you're trying to do. That's what you were saying.
Yeah, and they were saying, well, she can just go work with what's that man's name? You just said his name.
She
Brad
can, somebody
Tom
said,
Cruise.
well, she should
Brad
get
Pitt.
Brad Pitt's manager.
And then we started talking about, wait a minute, because now you with managers, now you dealing with white managers versus Black
Black
managers,
managers.
and to them your income is pennies,
Right.
even though you are Taraji P. Henson.
Yeah. And
So
then
like,
That's crazy.
someone said, but someone even said something to the effect that person isn't going to work for Taraji, and you had said something to the effect of it's about the product, and how you present yourself, and Taraji didn't she didn't present herself respectfully when she was trying to get her point across. You had said she should have never been speaking for herself.
Right.
That was her
Management team
first
should have
mistake.
spoke. Yeah.
Like that was her first mistake. She shouldn't have been the one speaking for herself.
Is it too
and
late
then
for
let
me to
me
log
explain what
off?
she's talking about, and I want y'all to get in on this. I learned this a long time ago. What I mean is she shouldn't have been speaking for herself. Even if you are the final person in charge, you know what I've learned from other races? Don't nobody need to know that you're the one in charge. Only Black people want people to know I'm in charge. It's my business.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Because that's how you don't get your money. That's how you don't get paid. Hire your daughter, hire your niece, hire your neighbor to say, oh, you owe us, here's the invoice, here's what's due on this day. Because once people know you are the stop and the finish, oh, you're not going to get what you need and want. And Taraji was literally windmilling for herself against her own team. No. Bad decision. So that's what we were talking about. People were really upset about what we were saying.
Yeah.
People really disagreed because sometimes as Black people, we get stuck on a notion that we Black. And that's all that matters. What are y'all's thoughts?
Is it too late for me to log off?
Not too.
I can still log off.
Look, this is my viewpoint. This is my viewpoint.
Before you do, Shalom, words do matter. Say, how did she not know she had no projects lined up, niggas? That's how she didn't know. The same way women get lied to and cheated every day. That wasn't me. I did do it. I've been calling it. Come on. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just want to say shout out to Melody, Sheree's management team, her production team, whatever PR team, all the teams, because she's getting these doggone spots with these celebrities and it shocked the hell out of me. But back to this thing with Taraji. I honestly believe that, I don't know. On this one, I'm kind of torn because, I am pro-Black. I'm not going to lie to you. But you have to have diversity as well. You have to. I was actually doing something outside of what I normally do, and I'm trying to like work with the city where I'm at. And I was speaking to two young ladies, two black young ladies after we let out of the meeting. And one of them, she said something profound, something very simple but profound. And it carries along the lines of what you were saying, Queen. You have to have diversity. She said, get with and get with someone that is outside of your race, the others, the pink people, because they are going to need you to make themselves look good as far as diversity goes, but you're going to need them to gain and garner some of that wisdom and networking. And so while they're using you, you can be using them basically.
Yep.
Somebody's yawning.
No, I said yep. No, I was agreeing with you. I said yes, yes, yep, yep.
She can't
You just
No,
gonna start a
I'm
nay, nay,
sorry.
nay, nay, nay.
No, I wasn't yawning. I was agreeing.
Oh, were you?
Hmm.
That's
No,
all I
I
But
was.
was
I don't
agreeing.
always think there's instances of negativity where white people are going to use you, and no, there are some people. The point is that's where you use your intuition. Now that's where people are just people, and that's when it's time for you to tune in to your intuition by way of experience, relationships. You should have a good feel for people, whether they're white or black.
Right.
But the main point is, I can only carry you so far. Even though I'm brilliant, successful, as a black woman or a black man, there are spaces, places that we cannot get into based on biases.
That's true.
Period, point blank.
That's
Yep.
true.
Queen,
Taraji
can I
P.
say?
Henson, her
Oh,
black team ate off of her. That's what I want y'all to focus on. And did
Hmm.
no fucking work for her
Hmm.
to line up anything for her for Empire. They see that was the most money they made.
Hmm.
Right.
See, guess
yep.
what happened after she fired them? They're probably working for other celebrities.
Right.
And she probably cannot afford a new team because they didn't do their work. And she
Oh,
trusted them.
But the
yep.
same thing, we're talking about entertainment, the entertainment business, and there has been so much history on both sides. Obviously, I agree with you in most of what you're saying in regards to her black team, but it's been white teams who have been managers for black entertainers, and they took them for everything they got as well, and didn't get them the projects and stuff that they deserve to be in, or in if we're talking about music or entertainment as far as movies and television. So I kind of look at it as a crapshoot. Sometimes you're blessed if you get with the right team. Hopefully you can get a diverse team that can get you the gigs and the contracts that you deserve. But I don't know. I just kind of feel like it can go either way. But I do see your point and agree. I definitely probably wouldn't want just all black, because I do need certain
No.
people to get me to certain levels. But I just don't, with the entertainment business. It is so messy. It is the dirtiest business, one of the dirtiest business. So I don't know. I can't
Not
say.
even entertainment. Period.
It's
If you gonna
everywhere.
start
Yeah.
your own, yeah. If you gonna
Mhm.
start your own business, okay. I ain't gonna tell nobody what to do. But Simone, I get what you're saying because we're specifically talking entertainment, right? And that's
Yeah,
why
yeah,
you're
that's
saying
what I'm going on.
okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So
I was.
that, I mean,
Oh,
because she's working, she's still working. Should she be at a higher level? We have to look at the Shirley Ralphs of the world. From what I understand, from what I've seen, she's been consistently working for shit the last 40 years. Dream
Mhm.
Girls till what she's in right now, and to me, she should have a freaking Oscar. She should be getting top dollar. Now she's doing very well right now, but I'm sure she's had some dry years, when we didn't see her on TV. But for the most part, she has been consistent. And I bet if we ask, her, does she feel like she's at the place she should be? I mean, she may beg to differ. And I think it's just hard on black actresses and black entertainers, period, especially black women.
I
So
think there's an aspect of hardness, but I also think there's an aspect of where we let our own slide.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I won't negate none of that. I won't negate that. I mean, Taraji, that situation was horrible. You know, she was coming off of probably her most recognized work that she's done with Empire. You know, I mean, she did the other stuff, but Empire just put her to a whole nother stratosphere and maybe put a lot more eyes on her. And she should have, that should have ended with her all kind of deals for her. You know, commercials. Should be doing the damn Capital One commercials. You know what I mean? You know
That's
what
what
I'm
she
saying?
did. Yep,
She should
yep.
have had stuff like that lined up. But I still say that it's hopefully, it's not too late for her, but other actresses can look at it as a lesson, But I don't know. I'm just on the fence with it. The entertainment thing is really, it's so dirty. It
Don't
is
focus on
so
entertainment.
dirty.
Focus on Black people doing or not doing their job, because that's what she was talking about.
Well, yeah, she was. She
It don't
was.
matter
Now,
what. Like, does it really
did
matter
she
what field it
specifically
is?
say that her whole team was black? Did she say that?
They were Black.
Yeah, they were.
They were all Black. That's
Hmm.
why we got into a big argument that day. It was on. I said what I said, girl. It was so deep. Tensions were running tight. I'm
No,
surprised you weren't there.
I'm trying to
I
interject.
remember
I'm
it, but
sorry.
I can't. I'll be in and out sometimes, so I don't
Okay,
catch the whole thing. I
they
do
were all
slightly
Black.
remember it. Well, I
And
mean,
she was so disappointed because
yeah.
she felt like she rolled out the red carpet to them. You know how Black people say, I want to give you the best experience. I'm not going to micromanage their ass.
But
What you
see,
working on today?
but
Yeah,
now
it's your
you're talking about
livelihood.
the interview with what's her name, Gail, when they were doing the cast, those meetings, right? Is that what you're talking about when she started crying? Is that what you're talking about when she said that?
I
Was
don't
it
know if
that interview?
it could have been. I can't remember. I got to go back and look on that. I said what I said, but she was
Oh,
pretty, like you could tell she's never recovered from that loss where she
mhm.
tried to give back to Black people and they failed her because
Yeah.
she wanted
You
to
can
do the
still
right
give back
thing
to
by
Black
being
people in
Black.
other
Go ahead. I'm
ways.
sorry.
Sorry. I didn't
Uh,
mean to interrupt you.
but hello.
You're there.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I was trying to interject, and I get really sensitive about over talking folks, so I get a little shy about it. But I wanted to say that when we talk about diversity, sometimes we shy away from it and don't really understand what it means. Like, if you're going to be diverse, it has to be diverse. It has to be diverse in race. It has to be diverse in culture, experience, all the things. And sometimes we don't when we are including other people who are outside of our village, and believe me, I'm pro-black, but I do, like, one of my goodest best friends is Palestinian. I incorporate all of those folks into my circle because I do need a diverse circle around me. And I think that sometimes we shy away from what the word diversity really means. And we have to be comfortable that it is not going to be all black. And we do like our village around us. But sometimes we don't do the best by us. And I need to get another opinion. I need to see another side. I need to know what you know. I need to understand what you know about the people around you or the connections that you have or how people are seeing it outside of what I already know to be true and what I'm well versed in. I'm well versed in my community. I'm just not well versed in how your community moves. I'm not well versed in how this particular person of this caliber or economic status moves. So diversity means so many things, and we have to be comfortable with taking a step back and understanding that it means being in spaces that you're highly uncomfortable in and learning and being quiet. And they're not always going to look like me or talk like me or be like me.
I
Right.
agree. And Norma says in business to earn money, money is green, not black, brown, yellow, or white. And
Hmm.
I agree with that. So why would you stack your team? I'm different.
No, I agree with you, Queen. I can see your point clearly. I can see it because I want to be able to win and have everyone to get me to that next level or the top level.
Yes.
I get it. I trust and believe I get it. I think what throws me off a little bit is the entertainment. If we're talking about something
Yeah.
outside of that, I might be more, straight on. But
Mhm.
yeah, but I get it. You want the best of the best. You want to be able to get the highest pay because longevity. Black actresses, it's hard. It's hard for them. They don't get the same opportunities. So yeah,
Yeah.
I get it. She definitely should have had a more diverse team, and unfortunately she didn't, but hopefully she recovers. But it's definitely a lesson learned, and hopefully actresses coming up behind her or with her right now looking at what happened with her, so.
And I think that's why she rallied around the younger ones. And it seemed like Oprah tried to pit the Black women against each other and loved on the younger, darker one that was a little bit more curvier and inexperienced. That
Mhm.
the lead one, and she was just happy to be there. And Taraji was trying to say, don't just be happy.
Mhm.
It's
And
so
you were
it's so crazy the
fantastic.
way she treats, the experiences that the people have in her movies, because the people who work for her show, it was she uh they loved working for her. My best friend worked for her, and she worked very close to her, next to her every day. She was actually her schedule. She was in charge of her day to day. So she was her right hand, and wherever she went with her, and she flew everywhere with her. And she was very, very good to the people on her TV show. So when she hears these things now, she's like, I just don't know what happened.
Mhm.
It's kind of sometimes, I ask her, does it hurt you? She says she just can't relate to it because it's so foreign to her. She doesn't understand like what went wrong or whatever. And it's not that she bears, more responsibility now, because when she had her TV show, those people didn't work for the network. They actually worked for her. Whereas like with Jennifer Hudson's show, that staff on that show works for the network. They don't work for Jennifer. But on Oprah's show, they actually worked for Oprah and not for the network that the show aired on.
Oh wow.
That's why sometimes when Carlos talks about her, I feel like he's never really met her, just based on the way he speaks about her, because she's very informal in her network settings. And he just kind of talks about it like maybe I think he deals with someone who works for her, but I always kind of feel like you've never met that woman.
Well, could the change be because she doesn't own anymore? Could that be part
Probably
of the
right. It
change?
could be. And when she did have it, she had such a small percentage of it that, it could be that. But
Because it's changed. I mean,
right.
if
And
you if
if
I don't
you
think
Melody
that has
works for
to do
OWN,
with
she works. But on the move, my reason for saying that was, even though she doesn't have OWN, she was responsible for those movies. So
yeah.
for the treatment that they got on those movies, I was saying, my friend was like, she didn't understand that because those were her productions. So she was responsible for those people. So to know that they experienced those things, my friend, she was like, that's so weird, because I know she's better than that. I know she does better than that. So,
I'm gonna say this. I don't think it's
mm,
because of the percentages of the stock and the switching of the profit sharing. I don't think that's why she changed. I think Oprah has a mindset of, I'm not giving you anything, and you gonna get it how I got it.
Mhm.
That's a
that would
whole
be the change though, because
hold on. That's not a change. That's not a change. Let me tell you why. If I already feel like that and I've never said it, and the first time you hear me say it or act like it, it's not a change. I've already felt like that. You just never experienced it because you've never been on my level. You've never been in front of me. So to you, from the outside looking in, you perceive it as a change, but I've always been that way. When have you ever seen Oprah give anybody anything specific to being an individual woman of color? Now, I'm not saying she should or she would, but when have you, outside of a group setting, say, here's an opportunity for you. I believe in you so much. You ain't never seen that.
her
That's
staff.
why I say it's not a change. Oprah too old to change. Y'all just got a dose of her medicine. And because of who you thought she was, you feel like, well, she changed. No, she didn't. No, she did. She's standing on business. And I'm not saying she's right. You just got to experience her the way everybody else did. It ain't a change. You just got a bird's eye view. There's a lot of people that are rich and famous, black and brown, that ain't really with the shits when it comes to charity. I believe. Listen, they talked about Bill Gates. They talked about that Steve Jobs. I think it was Bill Gates and Steve Jobs. Where do some research. They give all of these millions of dollars to charity, and they own the charities. They own the charities.
Yeah.
They
That's
own
some
the
slimy
charities.
shit. That is some slimy shit. No, I can't.
They own the freaking charities. They own the nonprofits. So it comes right back into their bank accounts.
Mm.
And so we say, no, I'm not disputing you, but I'm giving you the devil. I'm just giving you what is it called? The devil's perspective.
Devil's advocate.
Yeah, devil's advocate. You have
I
no
thought she was
idea.
generous to her employees based on all the stuff she always came home with and the way she paid her.
She
But,
had to,
you
because
know,
she
but I know she could write that stuff off too as gifts.
yes.
I mean, I understand that aspect of it because you have to give so much of it away because if you don't, they're gonna take it from you. I get that part, but when like I said, when I asked her about it, because of even with that experience, for her to hear the bad, she's like, I can't relate to it because she had a nicer experience. But
But
then
she
they
never
went home
had it
every
from a
day.
black woman.
Huh?
When you talk about her experience, go back. Like, let's break it down. You got to think about the ideology of these people. It was Barbara Walters that she idled herself behind. It wasn't a black woman. And I'm not saying, listen, y'all, if you tuned in and if you're new to this channel, it's not racist. But black people have real conversations like this. And I just encourage you to listen in with an open heart and think about the ideology of psychology, right? So when you said that she had whatever experience as a younger woman, her experience wasn't a black experience. The opportunities that she was granted, a black woman didn't open a door for her. So when you talk about being traumatized and things of that nature, some people carry that with them. You didn't help me, I ain't helping you. I can pretend like I am, but the white woman helped me. Or this person helped me. She talks about Barbara Walters a lot. She wanted to be Barbara Walters.
Yeah, that's what she wanted to be.
Yes. And when she showed the most empathy on her panels and on those sofas, it was to women that didn't look like her. I'm not saying Oprah. Listen, I ain't got no qualms with Oprah. But if we break it down from a psychological perspective, I think Oprah, because of her traumatic childhood and being raped and abused by black people, she disconnected from black people in a way that she never healed from, and she don't really have a heart for them. That's what I'm saying. And I'm
I
keeping it real.
believe that. I do.
Oh yeah, I don't doubt that at all.
Right.
And her team was very diverse when she was doing that
Very
show.
diverse.
What you trying to say?
All them producers were white women, and you had to go deep to find, is your friend black? Was she?
Yeah.
No,
Oh
it's
yeah, my friend was
a
black. Grew up in the projects, raised by a single woman with 9 dark kids.
Mm-hmm. So
Worked with her.
the most black people she did had on there was her hairdresser and
No,
maybe
she
a
was.
stylist.
away.
She worked. She was one of her executive producers. She was the one that traveled with her everywhere she went.
But all them people I saw on that stage usually look white.
Yeah.
And we tend to run away from the things that we remember that hurt us. Whether it's validated in this moment or not, if it reminds me of the hurt and the pain that I felt, why would I run to it? Subconsciously or consciously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And
going to
it's
run
because
away
it's
from it.
reality.
Yep.
Oh, she said that? Miss
No.
Lou, 21, says she wished she was a white woman. And you know what? I can't judge her for that. And not because I understand it or I don't understand it. Childhood trauma can fuck you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It can.
Can
I've heard
fuck
people
you
say
up.
that before.
Child, look at my therapist's bank account. It really can.
And that's why we host these kind of conversations over here. Now, let me be honest with y'all. It's over 2,100 of you tuned in. Normally, we behind the wall with this kind of stuff when we get down and dirty, and we talk for real, and people. We really talk, and it's not therapy. We just talk real life. People get tired of fake content creators. People get tired. Okay, so and so. Okay, they had she got a BBL. People tune in for some life-changing content. And normally we are behind the wall. But if we were taught to talk about what you said, Miss Lou, 21, she said she wished she was a white woman. The question is because she was abused and sexually tormented. And I don't want to go too deep. And she felt like her own race betrayed her, starting with her mother. Anybody want to get in on that?
Oh yeah. Is that why? Well, I don't want to go down a rabbit hole, but there have been some rumors around, with this Diddy situation that she was involved in some situations like this on the island, on Epstein's island. So maybe it's true. And then they're saying that, some of the little African girls at the schools that she built were missing. So I don't know how true that is. It's alleged, but I mean, it's not too far-fetched if someone has been abused as a child.
Listen, it's a fact. If you ever go, okay, so has anybody ever gone through a child custody fight? Don't say it out loud, but just think it in your heart because you don't want to put your business out. Just for general purposes. There are child custody fights for general purposes. Have you ever gone through a child custody? That's one thing. The second part of that question is, have you ever gone through a child custody fight because your child was being abused and they told you and the other parent didn't believe them? And if you understand the way the system works, you would have to prove it. Even if the child said it, they got it on recording. Because the way the system works is they're going to heavily lean towards keeping the child with the mother. That's one thing. You say, well, what does that have to do with anything? Oprah did not have the best relationship with her mother. When Oprah came up and when she was born, there were no rights in place. There was no way you can take a mother to court to stop the abuse if her boyfriend was touching her daughter, if her husband was touching her daughter. You endured it. You shut your mouth. Especially for Black women. Child custody rights didn't really come into place until the late 80s for abuse, incest, molestation. Go back and do the research. I'm not making excuses for Oprah. So when we talk about why they doing this, these people in their 50s, 60s, boomers, let's talk about it. Go back and do your research. Those are some of the most abused, tormented, rich, crazy ass, psychotic, sociopathic adults you'll ever witness in history.
Mm-hmm.
No laws for them as children. Now, does it make what they did right? No. But here's where the court system comes into place today. Now the kids have their own attorney. The kids get to go to therapy whether the parents can afford it or not. You know why? Because the court system later found by way of research and statistics that if we don't get these kids help, 10, 15 years later, we're locking them up for doing the same thing as an adult to another child that was done to them.
And the cycle repeats. Yep.
It's heavy, but it's true.
Yeah, and she went through a lot as a child before she was well, Oprah went through a lot when she lived with her mother. Her father saved her, basically, when he went to go get her from her mom. She went through a lot with her under her mother's care. A lot. That's where I think she conceived, during that time period. So she went through a lot. So she, hopefully she's gotten therapy for her stuff, but I can see maybe some of her actions now based upon what happened to her as a child. Possible.
If I was a therapist, I would not fucking work with Oprah. Let me tell you why.
Why
You
is
too
that?
rich. No, you too rich.
Too rich.
Let me tell you. So, have you ever worked? Have you ever worked with a rich person?
Yes, I have.
I have.
Can't tell them shit.
Boom,
Mm-mm.
boom.
Can't tell them shit. Yeah,
Make them uncomfortable. One time, you're fired.
right.
Baby, you can go. I can refer to you somebody. Community program, referral program. I'm not working with you. You're not finna tarnish my fucking little uh practice I got that I worked hard with my little one office. No, ma'am. You're not gonna take my desk from Wayfair.
Oh my god.
Listen, I don't want to know you. I don't want to work with you. You finna come in here and torment the shit out of me and challenge me, and I can't talk. No, get it. No, I'm not working with you.
But it's
No.
kind of like what you said earlier, but just in the inverse. So remember we were talking about Dr. Shanita and the $50 course or whatever. So with the $50 course comes $50 problems, right? So it's kind of the same if somebody is extremely wealthy. Like you handle them wrong, and then you have like millionaire problems on your hands. And then they're taking away your little Wayfair desk and your little license, your little plaque off the wall. So yeah,
I
it's the
think
same.
with a $50 course, you could get $50,000 problems, but they want $5 solution.
Mm.
Mm.
But not to say that that person did not receive what they asked for or pay
I don't
for.
want to get into that because there's a lot of people that are caping for Dr. Shanita on here, and I just have my own thoughts about
Okay.
her.
Yeah.
So I don't want to get into that. But yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm still not working for Oprah. I
Or
don't get
any
paid. No, ma'am.
billionaire for that fact. Any billionaire for that fact. I mean, anyone who's a billionaire done did some ish. Okay, anyone who's that rich, eh, eh, um,
They
I
say
wouldn't want to work for any of them.
Deion Sanders said he wouldn't coach NFL players because of that. Yeah, work with a rich person. I have. I've seen them throw phones.
Oh
I had
yeah.
the what?
Cuss you
What?
clean out like like they're from the trailer park. They will, yeah.
Nah, I don't
Dismantle
want that kind of life. I'm gonna sit over here in my nice little house in Texas and eat my food and fry my bacon in the morning with my 2 boiled eggs and my fruit.
That
I
actually
don't want to
sounds
work
good.
with you. You're not gonna ruin my damn life.
No, I agree. You be running scared like behind the diddler.
No,
But
no.
I will say this real quick. Maya Angelou experienced the same torment and trauma that Oprah did, and she did not talk for years. And that's why she developed the poem. I know why the caged bird sings. That had nothing to do with being a poem.
No.
Had everything to do with her torment
Yeah.
as a little girl. And there were not laws in place to regulate men. There were not laws in place to hold women accountable for how they protected their children. And as a result, Maya Angelou had nowhere to go but in her head, and it manifested and it came out by way of a poem. But she stopped talking, and she was a Scorpio. That's
Yeah,
it. That's
years ago I saw that. I saw the film, and it's yeah, it doesn't even touch on everything that she experienced, but you can just feel her pain through that movie. Crazy.
But on a lighter note, y'all go ahead and work for the rich people. I'm not.
Damn.
When people say you on a payroll, no, I'm not. No, ma'am. Where?
But they think everyone is on their payroll, even some of their colleagues, their friends, Yeah, they think everyone's on the payroll, and they can command you to do whatever they want you to do.
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't advise it. I wouldn't let my kid do it. I don't care who they are. Rich people, some of them, not all of them. No, absolutely not. No. So I think it's been a hell of a discussion. You ladies have hung in there. The chat. Y'all look, I know y'all sleepy, but y'all up, baby. Y'all are up tonight. Deidre says, real talk, Queen Sheba, let's talk about a real tea. No, for real. Like, people are clamoring to be famous. Look at all this stuff that these people are saying they have to do just to be around Diddy. You got me fucked up. I'm finna eat my popcorn and eat my tuna fish sandwich in my house. I ain't put no baby oil on for what? For what I gotta do?
Yes, child.
That Diddy
For
stuff is
my
something.
own
That,
wine.
that Diddy stuff, that
I got
rabbit
bought
hole.
at the house. Wait, why I
Oof.
gotta do it here?
Some of the stuff I feel really bad for some of them folks because if you just think you going somewhere and you get a cup of ice or drink something or something touch you and you just have no control over your body and you weren't even going there as a potential ex-worker. You know what I mean? Just going there to see what's going on and you end up
Yeah.
messed up. You know what I mean? These stories coming out. I mean, all of them may not be true, but the ones that are coming out that have corroborating evidence, man,
Yeah.
I feel for some of them people. Them people, I mean, how you mess up the dang luxury car salesman? He just trying to get business. Who wouldn't go to a damn Diddy party? You selling luxury cars? You
I'm
want
not
to
going
meet
to no
other?
Diddy party.
Huh?
Would you go to a Diddy party, Simone?
No. I'm just talking
Oh,
about during that time. No, hell no. I'm just talking about you heard about, him having Jamie Foxx having all those, stuff going on. But you thinking, okay, maybe that's them. You don't have to participate in that, especially if you're trying to get business. Now back then, before maybe the last 15 years. But, the men that just were just going there under the pretense of just networking and doing business, who were invited, and they get, and women too, songwriters, that one lady, she was going, she was a songwriter, singer-songwriter. She was trying to possibly, that's how you network. That's how they do. And they, it's a mess. I didn't know it. I
yeah.
knew it was bad, but I just didn't think, you know, it's terrible.
You sound like you sleepy.
Yeah. No, we've been on a long time. So let's go ahead and wrap up. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. I know we got a lot of people that work night shift, and we thank you for tuning in. I know we've gotten some people through that. We normally don't stay on this long. We just shooting the shit tonight, but maybe somebody needed that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna
Right.
regret it. I'm
I
not gonna
needed
apologize.
it.
You did?
I
KNRB?
did. I did. It's been kind of a crazy day today, so I needed to relax and shoot the shit. I
Where
loved
your
it.
husband at?
Upstairs, sleep.
Oh, you got some wine in your glass? You got some wine?
Child, no, I wish I did. I did not actually make it out to the store today. I've been inside doing paperwork, but I'm going out tomorrow. I'm gonna buy me a bottle or two, and I'll be waiting, man. I need to go behind the wall with you so I can hear what's going on.
Well, we gonna do our real estate. So KNRB, let me tell y'all something. She's in a private group with me. We got groups upon groups. Y'all think, oh, we behind the wall, baby. We got walls behind the walls. She's in another behind the wall group with me where it's just women in property preservation where we make a lot of money. Just mowing lawns and
Doing what we
doing
do.
we do. So what we gonna try to do, KNRB, while they out this weekend, we gonna try to get together. The small
Yeah.
business. Yeah. Um,
Yes.
Aset, you up or you sleep?
I'm here. My AirPod died, so I don't know how much y'all can hear me. And I live between
Oh,
two
girl, you
airports.
coming through good.
So I'm in between two airports, San Francisco and Oakland. So I keep myself on mute because all y'all will hear is planes.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. You on the airplane?
No, not me. No, I'm saying I live between two airports and the planes always cross. So I keep myself on mute so you guys don't hear all the airplanes. That's all I hear all night. Airplane, airplane, airplane.
Can't hear
Oh,
anything.
I thought they supposed to stop at 11 p.m.
Really? I've never heard that because I'm looking at two right now, passing
Oh
in the
Lord.
night.
Where you at? Where you located?
I am in the San Francisco Bay Area.
Oh, you 2 hours behind now. It's
Yeah, so
9.
you know it's still early. It's
Okay.
9:44.
Yeah. 11 p.m. is when the noise, whatever, comes into play.
Oh
Even
well, yeah.
Braylon stayed up late with us, y'all. Braylon
Braylon did.
wrote it out.
He said good night, love y'all.
Braylon, you wrote it out with us. Braylon's sipping on that wine, that scissor.
Oh, I need some. Bring me some, Braylon.
Wait a minute. Can I say I heard Braylon the other morning? I've never heard him come out his bag like that. The way he came out swinging for you, Queen. I said, wait a minute, who is this?
Mhm.
He came out swinging, and then it just like cut off. I said, what? Did he throw his phone? What happened?
He was cooking.
He was frying. He wasn't cooking. He was deep
Listen,
frying.
he had a whole fish plate for sale, didn't he?
Man, he did. And I was like, wait, he's so calm. And he was like, fuck that. I was like, wait, hold on.
What did he say? I beg your pardon. What was that part where he said, I beg your pardon, but he
I
put another
beg
word?
your. Oh God.
Braylon, come up and tell us how you say, I beg your pardon.
It's a
Oh, they want to drop the link. Here they come. They finna act a fool.
Look.
We supposed to be going to bed. Braylon, what'd you say? I beg your finest pardon.
Finest
Oh,
part. Yeah, it was
he
finest.
said something. And I was clutching my non-existent pearls. I said, wait a minute. He is so normally so nice. His speech is so eloquent.
You was
Not that day.
cooking.
He said, play with her one time and see what I do.
Your
I
finest
beg
part.
your finest partner. Baby, I'm going to use that. And then Lala said, that's rubbish.
She
Oh,
kept on saying, yeah, it's rubbish. She said it was from somewhere. That's entirely rubbish. I said, okay, child.
okay, because I was putting on my Vaseline and headscarf. I said, wait a minute, who messing with the queen?
I'm surprised Two didn't come out because Two was on
Oh,
fire tonight. I
Two
didn't
came
hear her.
out. She came out
Did
one
she?
time.
I came
Two
in
came
late to the
out.
party though. I came in late.
Oh, no, baby. Two came and showed her behind.
Yeah, she
Child.
did.
She
And
deserved a
did.
steak dinner for that.
We're
And
talking
did
about the
and
other
does.
morning.
Huh?
We're
Hmm?
talking about the other morning. Did she come out that day? Was that yesterday?
Oh, no, we talking about tonight.
Oh yeah, no, I heard it tonight. She came all the way
Two
out
be in the
today.
chat fighting and windmilling, and
Hey
her and Linda
y'all.
Gamble. Hey, Braylon.
Braylon.
There he go. There he go. How you doing, Braylon?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yes. Well, it's Lala's phrase, but it's I beg your finest pardon. And listen, and you're right. I usually don't come out my bag. I'm usually very mellow and even keel and centered. But it needed to be said. Like people were getting upset over something good happening. No, I wasn't gonna have that. And soon as I said what needed to be said, everything else flowed right after that. So I did my job.
And did.
Yes, that was
And
perfect.
you did. I said, wait a minute. Is that my brother?
That I mean, I kind of chuckle. I kept laughing on my own laugh. That was that was.
Okay,
I
you
never
played
heard
with
it
the
before. I
palace
beg your
guards.
finest pardon.
She said, "Wait a minute, what you say?"
Do
Y'all
not
keeping
There's
play with
many
the
Braylon up.
layers
palace
to Braylon
guards.
before you get to know me. So, but no, I came over just to support as I often do. So good to be here.
Braylon was about to tuck himself in like Scrooge, and then y'all woke him up and he got on his pajama and his onesie. With his
Riled
foot.
him up.
Braylon, we messing with you.
No, honestly, you know what? Honestly, with all of y'all, so I said this to my sister. When people are speaking to you, that's because they love you. But if they don't say nothing, that's when you should be worried. So I take it all in stride. So it's all good with me.
Yeah. Well, you had me chuckle, baby. I've been trying to remember that saying. I say, I beg your pardon. Oh, your finest pardon. I gotta work
Yes,
on
but
this.
that's Lala's phrase though, and I just took it and ran with it because it's an iconic phrase. So
I'm gonna have to hear Lala say it, and then I'm gonna have to give a remix between Braylon and Lala. I'm gonna call it Brala. I'm gonna call it Brala.
oh Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus.
I'm looking for an
That's a
opening
new
to say
one.
that
That's
in a meeting. I beg your finest pardon.
Oh, I
Liz,
did want to tell you something, Queen, though, about
okay.
that bucket hat. Oh my God, I like it. I really do. You need to do
Should I
multiple
show
colors in
them?
that. Yes.
Okay,
Please.
y'all. Everybody turn off your camera. So let me tell you. So we have a lot of fun in my members only. A lot. Too much. um, we do everything. We have book clubs and we talk. We have Sunday sessions. They recommend different products, different topics, all of that. So we got on the subject of oh wrong. We got on the subject of product and merchandise, and they told me they wanted bucket hats. I think bucket hats are the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. But
Don't say that.
okay, look at them. They in there. Okay, now they're saying it's cute. So I told them that I would give them a template of the bucket hat, and here's what it looks like. And then we are gonna go to bed. Hold on. So a lot of y'all don't even know this because it's for members only. So they can go out and buy it because I told them as soon as I show it, I'm gonna take it off my website. And it's available for like $22. So they've been running over there buying their bucket hat. Hold on. And then I'm gonna delete it because I don't like the hats. But they like the hat. And tell me if you like the hat. Okay, 1 second. Let me find that damn hat. There it is. What y'all think about
See,
that
I
hat?
love it. No,
You like that hat?
I wear those to like when I'm working out in the field. I wear a lot of bucket hats because my husband, he loves them. So I'll grab one of his and wear it. But that one, the pause, yes.
Y'all like that hat?
How can
Tell
y'all?
the truth.
Come
I'm
on,
not a
people.
Ain't
bucket hat
nobody
girl.
said nothing.
Well, I wear hat wrap, so it don't apply to me.
Lord,
Ain't nobody talking.
I'm talking. People
Hey, no
love the
way.
hat. I didn't even know it was up there. Now I gotta go get one.
Yeah, you asked for it. I said I'm gonna make it for members only. I'm not gonna announce it to the public. Y'all got 24 hours to get this ugly hat,
Oh
and I'm
shit! I
taking
need
it
to
off
go.
my site. And then when people say where you get it from, you're gonna say Queen Sheba only made it for us. That's it. It's for vacation. They begged me for this hat. She told me I didn't know it was up there. Girl, what you talking
I
about?
don't know about the white one though because I like the white one, but I feel like I'm gonna get it dirty. So I think I'm gonna go with the black
What
one.
y'all think, Chad? They like it. Well, anywho, it's coming off my site. And
Look,
I
people
made it
are
for
saying
like
leave it up. Look, they're saying
it's
leave it
like
up.
$21. It's
Oh,
real
come
cheap.
on.
No, I'm not leaving it up. I'm gonna keep my word now.
There's people that say I love the bucket hat. Look at all the
They
comments.
say they like. Why do I like them hats?
I don't, but I
How
love it
dare
for
you?
y'all.
How dare thee? How dare thee?
I'm
What,
just
are
being
you back
honest. It's a
in?
safe space.
Yes, I lost my signal,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go buy my hat now so I
Look,
can be out there bucketing in these streets. That hat is so cute. It makes me
It
want to put on
is.
some Mary J. I can love
yes.
you with my hat on. You see what I'm saying? So
You
leave
Seriously.
that hat up there so I
better.
can go get me two.
Girl with the
Let me
little
get me two
plaid, a
hats real
little plaid
quick.com.
like jacket.
Listen,
Y'all, y'all can do
Show,
it.
yes,
I got black and I
yes.
got navy. And I was like, I'm not gonna leave this up there for them. I don't even wear a bucket hat, but I'm gonna wear one on the cruise as a sample hat. But other than that, I'm not gonna like open it up to the public because I don't know if I like it. It's
I
only
mean,
You
there
don't
are
have
$20,
the
worse
one that
fashions.
says Queena?
like
No, it's
$20 or
fashion.
something. But only
Are
for
you
the
doing a bucket hat for Queena?
hmm?
Are you doing a bucket hat for Queenie?
Nah, I don't like bucket hats at all.
Oh, come on.
Me neither. I get one for my
Y'all
son,
can
but I
cuss me
don't.
out.
I can see that with some,
That
the
is
gold
cute. That is
boots.
so dope.
Yes. And
For
then you
real?
take one of those
Yes,
plaid little jackets and you can either wear it or you could just tie it
yes,
around your waist. I can see a total like 90s vibe with that. What is wrong?
yes.
Come
Makes
on.
me
We
want to
was
play some
past.
old
We left
LL
the
Cool
90s.
J.
We left the 90s in the
When I'm
90s.
alone in my
Yes.
room, I stare at the
Listen,
wall and in the back of my mind, I hear my
See, you
country
already, I
music.
was gonna
country
sing
stuff.
it. See,
Y'all so
now she catching the
silly.
vibe. She gonna be in the mirror in her bucket hat
Not the
With her
bucket
little
Listen,
saying,
gold
but I
I'm
boots.
want to show
love.
y'all that it's embroidered and it's only like $20, $21. I can't remember what I put it at, but I try to make it affordable that it would cover shipping. I ain't making no profit off of this, but I just did it so that the members could get their little ugly hats and got on about their business.
Now press pause.
And that's the kind of thing we do behind the wall, y'all. We have a good time. They're like, can you make this for me? Let me do it real quick. It's gonna be up for 1 hour. You'd be like, how you get that? We're not making it no more. So
Mm-mm. I love y'all.
okay,
I don't
okay.
love the hat.
That's true. Always Be Cute said, this is not for you, Queen, it's for your customers. That's true. That's true.
Come on,
Because
tell
a
us.
lot of girls said they're going to wear it on their vacations with their braids and their long pretty hair and their sunglasses.
Yes. See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guys,
Yeah.
they're going to wear it too. Go ahead, Braylon.
No, ma'am.
No, I just said that there's worse fashions in the world. I don't think it's that bad.
I heard a little snicker there.
He don't believe it.
He's like,
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Yeah, but I mean, she wears it really cute. I think you got to have the right hairstyle.
yeah, just
That's
a little
it.
flat. You got the right hairstyle, Queen. You got a little
Yeah.
bob, don't you? Yeah. It's cute.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna wear it.
Now.
Mm-mm.
But that's it. That's all.
Good
Let me
night,
stop
people.
sharing. So for the members,
You put up the website. Can you put the website up?
Yeah, can you drop the link for the
queenshiba.com.
website?
If you're gonna
Somebody's
take
asking.
Hold on. Y'all so silly. Y'all over there laughing. Hold on. QueenShiba.com. That's it. And trust me, it is no profit. And y'all have no idea how much I give to y'all. It ain't no profit in that kind of stuff. Because I have to pay for your shipping.
Oh, Lord.
And then I'm not gonna upcharge you 35% to make money off a hat. Does that make sense?
But if it sells really well, you can increase the price so
not
that
that
you
way.
won't be losing money. You see? You know, you're a
Okay.
businesswoman.
Okay. You know what
Yeah.
I think? That somebody said that I should have a design contest. CEO Finance Queen said you should have a design contest. I need an army green hat with gold lettering. You know what?
Ooh.
We might do that behind
Queening.
the wall like we normally do stuff.
Yeah.
What y'all think about that?
Yeah,
That means you
anything
behind that
fatigue,
wall.
I'm all in.
Okay.
I love me a good fatigue anything.
I know. Ooh, that would be cute.
It must be the Air Force brat in me, but I love a good fatigue anything.
Yeah.
Not that bucket hat, but anything else.
How dare
You don't
you?
like that bucket hat. We gonna send Braylon a bucket hat, y'all.
I did dare and do. I don't like the bucket hat. I don't like it. But I love y'all.
And with that being said, everybody, we're about to get off this live. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We really hope that we were able to just, I don't know. I mean, I know it was a tough conversation at first, and it got a little entertaining, but at the end of the day, we always try to end up on a positive. And if this is your first time here, come back, settle in, get situated. And we switch topics all the time. So thank you, everybody. And then really quick, I'll go over. Thank you, Janice Walker, for the 10-piece and a pepper. She says, Queen, the consumer is always right. Keep the hat. I'm gonna keep my word. I told them they got 24 hours and members only to buy the hat.
Don't keep that hat.
Because the
Bump
members
it up.
want
Just keep it 24 hours for $22 or whatever the sale price is now, and then increase it. After that, yeah, it's a sale. It's a flash sale.
Well, I can't sell it. It's $20. At that point, you'll be like, I'll be buying y'all free hats.
No, I'm saying increase the price after today or after what is today?
I can't though, because some of my t-shirts are $25, and then I don't know. I try to operate in integrity. I'm like, how can you make a hat? I don't know, because I try to you just never know what people are dealing with financially. So I try to make my money elsewhere. Does that make sense?
Right.
Because apparel is hard to make money off of anyway, unless you just go upcharge. And I try not to do that because people know the difference. They know what hats are supposed to cost. So I don't want to just take them for all they got for a bucket hat.
How dare you?
Yeah.
The way you
Saying
said
that to
bucket
me.
hat.
I've never heard Queen Sheba sound so disgusted over
Yeah,
something
she just
before. My Lord, this is a new energy for me.
Oh, you
I'm
trying to
not
Who is
disgusted.
that that
Because
keeps telling
Braylon,
me
they
how dare
love them
I?
hats. I'm like, why y'all like them hats? They
Don't
want that hat so bad. Okay, but they say they gonna show me. They say you're not from where we from. We from Florida. We from 18. We gonna show you how to. Okay, I'm gonna be looking.
okay. I'm gonna have to
the
drive up
people
to
who like
Tracy and
the
go
hats? Where are
fishing
they
to wear that
from?
hat.
People who like
Exactly.
the hats, where y'all
But Simone,
from?
we gonna have to get one to wear on a cruise so we fit in at the pool.
Don't do
Mm.
it.
Hmm.
Let me get a straw hat for Simone. Let me see what I can come up with.
It's not. Okay. Okay. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Don't love the hat.
Look, Finance Queen CEO says, "Girl, I ain't got no money problems. I want that hat." I know that's
Why?
me. Yeah,
Listen.
Queen, she go to work every day. She said, "Okay, she's agreeing with KNB, KNRB."
I told you, get the hat. Leave the hat up there. You have to do something about the
Well,
hat.
look
Come
at her
on.
hair. So CEO Finance Queen got the long, pretty hair. So the bucket hat gonna look real good on her.
If your bob will look really cute under that hat.
Girl, I'm gonna look like Eddie Griffin Jr.
No, you
Shut
will
up.
not.
Will.
No, you
And
will
will.
not.
No.
What do I know? I ain't seen
You
my
gotta put on
hair in
some
years. I
long
wear
hair
hair
now.
wrap.
Now you can't be looking like Miss Seeley from The Color Purple with that bucket hat on. Come on, this because I'm gonna say that ain't my damn hat. They say this from Queen Sheba. No, it ain't.
You told Harpo to beat me.
Girl,
Oh,
I actually have
man.
locks in my head, so I may shave my head, like, because I want to restart my sister locks because I messed them up. But either way it goes, I'm wearing the bucket hat. I don't care. I can have a fade. I can be bald. I can have locks down to my butt. I can have braids, but I'm wearing the hat.
Love
I,
that
I
for
would say
you.
have long hair. Don't get you your extensions, your braids. I think it'll look. Otherwise, you're gonna be looking like Lil Robert.
Y'all need to hang up.
I know everybody need to go to bed.
I know.
Good
Good night.
night. Bye.
Good
Good
night.
night. I
Good
think
night, y'all.
the CEO Finance Queen is the only one that's gonna be looking cute.
She gonna look fly, but I still ain't gonna like the hat. She gonna look cute in it, but I ain't gonna like it.
She gonna look real cute. She look like she can dress up now with some big hoop earrings. She's in a good
Yeah.
little.
And can. Jesus be offense. Oh, good
Hey,
night.
Yeah, okay, Braylon. Oh, wait a minute. You shooting your
Braylon.
shot?
Braylon coming back out of his bag now, y'all.
Well, you can
Listen,
order her hat for
it
her.
is 1:02 in the morning, y'all. I'm here being
I'm not
successful.
gonna play with y'all.
Not for
Yeah,
me.
I'm
Good night,
12:02.
people.
Okay. All right,
Love hanging
y'all. We
with
had a
y'all.
good time tonight.
Yeah, we did. Good
We
night,
did.
everybody.
I hung with y'all for 3 hours.
Good
It's been
night. Love y'all.
fantastic.
Come on, Candy, you good?
Girl, I just want you to know I'm finna be bucketing out in these bucket streets with that bucket hat on my head, banging and bucketing.
And the hat's coming off in the morning. You better order it.
No, it's not.
I think it's like on the third or fourth
I'm
page on
taking
my
pictures in my
website.
bucket hat.
Okay. I'm gonna get Braylon one for Christmas. Get Braylon one. Oh,
Queen
look.
Sheba.
Huh?
No, I said
I
thanks.
might have to because I mean that hat is especially it's gonna make me sing all kind of songs. I'm gonna have to sing Young Dolph. I gotta go to the 80s. I just got a lot of songs that's gonna be playing in the car while I'm turning and driving and beep beep toot toot. You know what I mean? In that hat. So let me go
Yeah.
buy my hat before you take that hat down.
Yeah. The right hair with it, the right outfit. Baby, I would give me a cute little Nike jogger for the airport and put that bucket hat on,
Yes.
cute 24-inch and some glasses. Excuse me. This is my
And I
seat.
will be the hater in the background talking ish about that bucket. I'm sorry.
Excuse me. Can I get a dirty martini? Thank you. Extra dirty.
Oh, extra dirty.
No.
Do what it
Thanks.
has to
Yes.
be.
Blue cheese stuffed olives. Olives.
Yes.
Listen, I'm gonna go. But look, A dot got the word. Thank you for the 2-piece and a pepper still super sticker. We appreciate you coming through. Coming through the clutch. Thank you. What's the discount? If y'all asking for a discount on $20, you're not my people. Good day. Because that includes ship. Good day. Bye.
I'm gonna need a discount on a bucket hat. I'm just saying.
Listen, quit playing with me.
I'm sorry, I'm playing with your
Not
time.
you.
I'm sorry.
Somebody put that in the chat. Tell me what's the discount. You're not
On a
ready for that.
No, just
My sweet.
$3.99, please.
That's my sweet asking for a discount on a $20 price. My sweet, go to bed. That's how I know you tired. All right, y'all. Good night, everybody.
All right.
good night.
Good
Love
night,
y'all. Good night.
Palace.
All right. Norma says it's 1 a.m. Norma must be on the East Coast. Bye, Norma. Thank you for joining us. Y'all have a good night.
You as well. How do I get out of here?